Because he don't understand that he definitely enjoys role playing games. He just doesn't want to call them role playing games for whatever reason.
Because I guess to me there has always been a difference. Hold on, Crispin. I guess to me, like I never really considered like a Grand Theft Auto and granted it is like that's exactly what it is, but I've never considered it an RPG. An RPG game is like where, like a Pokemon, where okay, one person is standing there, there's dialogue, then one person attacks, and there's more dialogue, then the next person attacks, and there's more dialogue, which is boring.
You're thinking about turn-based RPGs.
I don't like that's.
So you can say you don't want to play anything that's turn-based. Like
besides Pokemon,
else? Yeah, besides you know what else is an RPG that you're playing right now that you really like? Kakarot.
Whoo! It's a great game.
Kakarot is a role-playing game.
Great game.
It has RPG elements. Your character levels up, right?
Okay, let's break down. Okay, you know what? Enter the podcast. I have a question.
Yeah, do the intro. Do the intro. Let's go.
All right, say no more. You already know what time it is. What episode is it? 63?
Yeah. You're the guy that keeps count. So if you don't know
what the fuck is going on.
You've been drinking that ginger tea lately.
Yes, sir!
Make it really hard for us to get new listeners.
What the fuck is going on? It's your boy Macky OMO. I'm here with my good brothers. We got the Razor Sharp Assassin with the Clipper and Johnny B. And we also got the Black Kage, the Hook Kage, El Crispin. And we are the Paradise Podcast. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is going on? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to episode 63. 63. Mm-hmm. Welcome to episode 63. Mm-hmm. How's everybody doing today?
You chilling?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Got a couple things to drink.
I don't have anything to drink. I literally just woke up. This nigga got a fucking beer.
Is that Presidente?
I got something.
No, that's not a Presidente.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Come on, man.
This nigga hella Puerto Rican for that.
That's Dominican beer.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
If I was drinking a medalla, then that would be hella Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican as fuck.
I'm sorry.
And I don't like light beers. So
I'm African.
See me drinking medalla.
None of them niggas.
All right, I'm African. We drink Guinness. Which is
my question was right.
Really, is that like the drink of choice? It's Guinness.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Okay,
it's nasty.
What was you about to say, Crispin? I'm sorry.
My question was, since we were talking about RPG.
Wait, we're not doing what you watching, what you're playing, what you're reading, what you're doing.
Let him ask his question. That's interesting. We'll go into the recap right after that.
Right.
Say no more.
My question was
because we started the pod with it.
I was gonna ask, what type of game is your favorite games to play, and let's break down the different genres of games, at least the most popular ones. So people that don't know names of them could understand what that means and see how people like it or whatever.
Gotcha.
I think we could go through there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we could do genres. That'd be pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Right. Who wants to start?
I was gonna say, Crispin, now that you've asked that question, would you rather leave that for like the bulk of the conversation? You want to do a recap first, or you want to have this conversation now?
We could do recaps first. I just wanted to set up to
set up the conversation.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's a nice segue into what we want to talk about. So, Max, start it off. Let everybody know what you've been up to.
So I'm gonna just go through this quick. I've only really been watching. I haven't really been watching much. I can't lie. Oh, I watched SpyxFamily. I'm caught up to the dub. I just found out that they've dubbed My Hero, but it's on Funimation, so I now need to reactivate my Funimation account, which I'm mad about, but whatever. Actually, I might ask my homie for hers because I don't want to pay for that shit again. Just to cancel it in like once the season's over. I don't want to pay $7. Anyway, so yeah, I've been watching SpyxFamily. I watched Thor, Love and Thunder.
Blunder. De Vinga.
I think that's about it. That's all I've really been watching. I can't remember off the top of my head. I haven't really been watching too much shows or whatever. I recently got an Xbox Series S. I'd show you her,
Hey,
but I
there
don't
we
want to pick
go.
her up. But yes, I got an Xbox Series S. I got 2K, which I've been playing 2K23. I've gotten, I know John, look at his face. I've got FIFA 23, which I've
Of
also been
course.
playing, and I got Gotham Knights, which I've actually been playing as well.
Very nice.
So yeah, that's
Diversity in there
that.
for a
Something
change.
different had to happen.
Some
Fuck.
different. I was like,
Yeah,
wait a
yeah.
minute, there was something else. I
That
didn't
was a
know there
game.
were other games other
That
than
was a,
FIFA
I
and
thought he was about to
2K.
say I have Madden. Like, but
uh,
Yeah,
listen, right?
MLB the show.
Since I saw the game, since I saw that game, I wanted it. So like ever since I saw that they were making the game,
Yeah,
or when they announced the making of that game,
yeah.
I wanted that game. So that's the reason why I got it. Even though maybe I should have waited because I feel like it's not worth the $70 I spent on the game. But
Right.
that we can talk about that later.
Okay. Yeah. We'll get into that later on.
Johnny B.
Um. So, viewing wise, I got to watch what is the name of that special? Marvel put out a Halloween special, Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night. Yes,
I saw that special for Werewolf by Night. That was really good. That was actually really entertaining. I like that one a lot. Little 1 hour Halloween special. Um, and then I saw a little bit of One Piece. Um, got a little bit of a recap for later on this episode. And then playing wise, I've only had time to keep putting a little bit here and there into the first Bayonetta game on Switch. Still making my way through that. I want to say maybe I'm like halfway through it, but I don't really know. That's it game wise. And then I am still reading
You're still reading
Do
it?
You Like Big Girls? But I'm not happy with the direction the story is going in. I'll tell you that right now. How much have you read?
None.
You haven't read any?
he hasn't even
No,
started.
I
Oh
wanna. I'm
man.
gonna read it, bro. Reading for me, I have to do it when like I'm literally have
It,
nothing to do, and I be doing a lot.
it's stressing me out.
It's trash.
It's
It's turning
stressing
trash.
me out. It's not that it's turning trash. Okay, yeah, it's turning trash.
Okay,
The story started out really interesting, and then just started just becoming a little creepy to me. Like it targets a particular fetish that I don't have,
Mm, mm,
and because I don't have that fetish, it makes this really difficult to read.
mm.
Like it's just I don't know.
All right,
It's not. It's
understandable.
not. Nothing has happened in that category just yet, but the story revolves around that one particular thing. Like I don't know how explicit you guys want me to be here, so I'm not going to be explicit. But
It's up to you, my nigga.
it,
Yeah,
It's
it,
it's
it,
it's, it's
it
coming out
is
of
your
your
it
mouth,
words,
not
kid.
mine.
Not
so,
my
so
words.
the,
Your words.
the manga is interesting, but it focuses deep. The narrative of the manga focuses deeply on incest.
Oh,
So
I'm not
it's
doing all
like
that. No,
it,
not
it's
doing a
like
whole.
the main character is fucking all of these bitches that are a part of this volleyball team, but the one person that he kind of has like romantic feelings for is his sister,
Oh
and
no, we
she
got we got
has
off that.
somewhat romantic feelings for him too, and they do not do anything sexual with each other until like nowish in the story where I'm at, and I'm just like, all right, I'm definitely no longer comfortable
Bueno,
with reading this.
y
If this is the
colorín
direction,
colorado, este
if this,
cuento se ha
yeah, if this,
acabado. Bye.
so if that's the direction this story is gonna go, I don't really want to be a
Yeah,
part of it.
we ain't trying to read all that.
I'm
was
not,
it
yeah,
was
I'm
it
not
was it
really
you that
interested.
was it you that told me about the sex gym one?
Yeah, the sex gym one is
Uh,
good.
okay, because I
That
think I
one,
saw
that
that on
one,
TikTok too.
that one is like the main character has relationships with women that he met at the gym.
Which is fine.
You know what I'm
Which is
saying? Like,
cool.
and
Do
they're
your
all
thing, kid.
consensual.
your
partners.
sister, my
So
nigga?
it's like, yeah, I'm not comfortable with
Tae venga.
the
Tae venga.
flirting with the idea of sleeping with your
Tae
sister.
venga.
It's not my cup of tea. There's probably people out there that really get off the shit like that, and to each his own, but it is not me.
I feel
Tae
you.
venga.
It
Tae
is not
venga.
me. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna pay attention to the story much longer. I'm gonna see if they're just gonna keep dancing around it and it never happens. But it's just, I don't know.
Oh no, it's
It's
gonna happen.
hard. It's really hard to get through.
It's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
The story is like,
Once they write around there, it's going to happen. Bro, it's going to happen.
but I already felt like they were getting there because it's like this part of the story where the main character like fucking has amnesia, and he's like confusing his sister with one of the other girls. And like okay, so now that I'm thinking about it, the manga definitely makes me feel uncomfortable because like all of the girls know that these two might possibly have romantic feelings for each other, and they're all trying to
Make it
get the
happen.
two of them to make it
Yeah,
happen.
they will. They're all
Yeah,
the
and
writer.
but they all want to sleep with this kid.
I'm gonna explain to you. The writer, all the characters, that nigga, all them niggas is wailing.
I
All
honestly
them
didn't
niggas
even
is
look
wailing.
up the name. I don't know if it's a male author or a female author. So I don't know whose
I don't
fetish
care.
this is.
I don't care
But
if
this
it's
is
a male or female.
yeah,
You wailing.
it's a lot.
You wailing. You wailing,
yeah,
bro.
it's a
You
lot.
wailing. Fuck out of
It's a
here.
lot. It's a lot. Okay, but it took me a minute to get to this part of the story. I think like what? How many chapters am I in? I'll tell you. I think it's like 20 something. I think I only got like 23 chapters. I got 23 chapters in, and I'm already like, all right, might want to put this one down.
I think
Okay.
he's dead.
So there's
Crazy.
that. Yeah. So I'm not too thrilled about that one. But that's
Okay.
it.
Okay. Thank you very
Give me
much.
1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
No, don't do it. He did it. Oh, what a piece of shit! How dare you?
He dipped.
Nah, he just I don't know, what do you call that? Disable your camera.
My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
No, you good.
You got
You're
it.
up. We waiting on you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Tell everybody
what
what
I
you
have,
did.
what I've been doing is working, and I watched a little
Feel
bit of Ippo. You know what Ippo is? The boxing anime.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, I've been watching that. I had to finish that from before, so I'm starting again from the beginning just so I can rewatch. And I've been watching that. That nigga was fucking, bro. Like, bah, bah. That shit dope. I'm down for it. That's all I've been doing though, for real, for real. That's why I'm so tired.
Right. You know what I forgot? I don't know, Crispin, maybe you watched this too and didn't remember. I've been watching some of the new anime that came out. So I saw the first 2 episodes of Chainsaw Man. And
I did see the second episode of Chainsaw Man.
yeah, I saw the first 2 episodes of Chainsaw Man. I like it. I'm here for the ride.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And
That girl is crazy.
And I saw the
That-
first 2 episodes of Bleach.
That girl that was with him, that girl's
Oh,
insane.
Power.
Yeah, she was insane. She's
Yeah.
insane. She's crazy.
So I saw that. Yeah. So
I haven't seen
Chainsaw
Bleach
Man
though.
and
I haven't seen Bleach.
Yeah, Bleach is gonna be fantastic.
They
Or
dubbed
retail.
they dubbed Blue Lock, by the way, so I'm gonna watch that.
Blue Lock is that soccer shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that one. It's like Squid Games plus soccer, so you know,
Cool.
John, you may enjoy it.
Word.
But yeah,
Can you repeat the question you had for us earlier?
All right. So the question was, what is your favorite game genre, and if we could explain every genre that we like or the most popular ones that we know.
Yeah.
John is probably the gamer in this chat right now, so he probably knows more than us. But I could describe the ways that the games that I like and stuff.
Go for it, please.
So most of the time there are sports games that I like.
Okay.
But because of Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, I've always liked open world games.
Sweet.
Like games that I could create a character. You can't give me a character that's already created either. Like that's why I don't like Zelda, because Zelda, like Link is already Link. I don't want to play with Link. I want to play with Crispin. You know what I'm saying? I don't want
So
to
you
play
like
with
you
Link.
like those games where you can
Yes,
customize
I
your
need to
character
customize
and
my
play the game.
character,
Yeah.
and I hate first person games.
You don't like first person shooters.
Hell no, I don't like first person nothing.
So you're not a Call of Duty,
Hell
Halo,
no, that shit
none
all
of
trash to me.
those.
Cause you customize your Call of Duty soldier and shit. Can't see that nigga. Fuck am I doing all this customization for?
How other people see you. That's
I
all
don't
it
give a
is.
fuck how other people see me. I want to see me. I
Yeah.
did that. I put my time and effort on choosing my jacket, my gun color, all this crazy shit. I want to see it. I
I
want to
mean, you
see
see
it.
the you can see the gun color.
You see the tip. You
But
see the
that's
tip of the gun. The first,
No, you can
like,
see your whole
nah.
gun
you can
in
see the
Call of
gun.
Duty.
Yeah, you can see the gun.
Call of Duty corny as hell.
I won't say that. Modern Warfare
Halo
2 was a
corny.
really good game, man.
All that shit is corny to me. I don't like shooters, bro.
I don't like
It's
shooters
all
either,
corny.
but Modern Warfare 2,
Corny.
that was the one.
If you don't like what I'm
To me,
saying, see me in the comments. All that shit corny.
Now, what about a third person shooter? Like,
I'm with that.
remember? Because
I'm
I was
with
gonna say,
that.
remember, I was waiting for you so we could play Splatoon.
No, I'm with that. I'm with. I got Splatoon. I'm about to. I just haven't had the time to sit down and play, but I have Splatoon already.
Yes,
And
I finished the story. I'm waiting so we could play online.
Oh no, we can play online tomorrow if you want. I could hop on, but you be working when I'm not working, and then when you are not working, I'm working. So it's just like it's not
Yeah.
working. You know what I'm saying?
it's not working.
It's not working.
Not
we could figure it out.
You have to
could try
set
to
a
schedule
date.
it.
You literally need to go on a date to play this shit.
Yeah, a Splatoon date.
A Splatoon date. That's like
Mag
when
is,
Pokemon.
Mag is jealous. He's rolling his eyes. It's
When
like,
Pokemon drops, we all have to
Yes.
set a date. Like all four of us. Because
Yes,
literally four of us that can play at the same time.
That's the
if
next game
Shawnee's
I'm
even
getting.
gonna bother.
True. Well, we gotta
And if
make that
Shawnee
nigga.
if Shawnee don't bother, I'm buying the double pack because me and Surmata are both gonna start playing at the same time.
All
This
right,
will be
so
her
Xiomara-
first Pokemon adventure.
Xiomara can
Really?
hop on.
Yes, this will be her first Pokemon adventure. She plays a lot of Pokemon Go. Like she's familiar with Pokemon for sure. She watched the anime as a kid. Like she was definitely on board.
She knows what it is.
Yeah, but she just didn't play the mainline games like I did growing up. So this will be her first mainline Pokemon game. Like she played like I think like Stadium and stuff like that. But never a mainline Pokemon game. So this will be her first like experience with it. But I know that she'll be good with the material because like she's played Final Fantasy games in the past.
Same thing.
So
That's my beef, though. But yeah,
she should be fine.
Yeah, like
We could play with her too.
That's the next game I'm gonna get.
Okay, the genre that I like the least is first person shooters. I hate this.
So you're a fan. You're a fan of RPGs.
How's it?
And sports games. And you're not a fan of
and monster
like,
collecting
person.
or character collecting games like Pokemon and like anything that's
creature collecting.
Yeah, anything like that copied Pokemon in the last 20 years. Yeah,
you're cool with that.
I'm cool.
Something like Digimon and stuff like and other games like that.
I really never liked Digimon games because they always try to do it like, they're never like good to me. Like it's not an open world game. It's not you know what I'm saying? It's just like stupid shit. Like Digimon is literally about niggas going to the digital world and going wild on the digital world. Send me to the digital world. Let me chill, okay?
You want an open world Digimon game?
Of course, bro. It'll go crazy.
Now they're planning on not they're planning. They're releasing an open world Sonic game for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Sonic Frontiers.
Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, we've talked about Sonic Frontiers in the past. Like we looked at the trailer together and stuff like that. How do you like games like Sonic classically? Like did you like classic Sonic?
I used to play Sonic back in the day in the Sega and shit. I just don't think Sonic is a game that you put in an open world game.
So you wouldn't be interested in trying Frontiers?
I would try it. I would try it for sure, but I just don't see how it would work because Sonic it was so in tune with his
2D platforming.
Yeah, and the 2D platforming, and it looked crazy when he was doing all that shit on the 2D. You know what I'm saying? It just looked like it belonged there. Like if you put Mario in an open world, I'm with it because Mario has so much shit coming left and right. Whatever the trees could come, like the little trees that eat you up. Come, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It works, but Sonic is literally just this hedgehog is going crazy, spinning and getting coins and shit. Like when
Well,
you put that in an open world, it's just wild. I don't know.
they've created like a unique kind of combat system
Mm,
for Sonic for this game, and then there are certain parts of the game that are platforming that you can just zip through and collect the rings and do the platforming gimmick of Sonic. So they're
mm.
trying to fuse a lot of stuff into that. So
I
I
just
don't know
hope
if
it
if you like
works.
open world,
I might just let that
that's
go. I might just let
yeah.
that get like to a lower price and then get
You'll
it.
wait for it to go on sale and then check it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it will be available on the Switch. I cannot tell you what the Switch version will look or run like
I don't
because
give
the
a fuck how it looks,
Switch version could be a little crazy compared to like the Xbox or the PlayStation version of a
bro.
game. But it is available on Switch. It will
a-
be playable on the Switch.
Anytime I see a game that is dispersed into Switch, Xbox, and PlayStation, I'm not expecting good like graphics from the Switch. So I already know my shit just not gonna give me good graphics. I'm not even thinking about that shit.
It's not gonna be bad graphics. It's
It
just
just I
not
won't be
gonna
up to
work.
par.
It's not
I
going to
won't be up
look
to par.
as
It's not gonna
good
look
as
as
its
good as
counterparts.
I
Yeah.
know, but
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like I already know this.
Like
So
like
in my
like
head, that's deleted. Like
no,
why
but
I
like
know this.
listen, right? The only reason why I say that is because like Dragon Ball Z or the Kakarot game, it's also on the Switch, and it looks pretty good on the Switch. I can't lie.
Yeah, they optimize it. Some of these ports for the
It's
Switch
different
look really
graphics though.
good. I showed I showed the podcast that I bought near Automata for the Switch. That game plays really well on PlayStation and Xbox. Like it's a very beautiful looking game. And all of the reviews for that one that played it on Switch said that even though it's running on the Switch, it still looks really good. And that's because some of these teams, these development teams that port games over to the Switch are really putting an effort to optimize it, make it run well on the Switch. And some companies aren't. Some companies are just dumping the fucking game on the Switch and hoping people buy it. And then it runs
Just
terribly or it
yeah.
doesn't look good or
I
it
feel
has a
like
lot of
that's mostly
issues.
like a sports game like EA or 2K. Like
2K
they're
just dumps that
doing
shit in there. Yeah.
they don't
2K
give a
looks
fuck,
crazy.
bro. They don't give a fuck.
When they throw the wrestling games on the Switch, they're just dumping games on there
That's
too.
2K. That's
Yeah,
2K.
that's 2K. Like they definitely do that. But there are other games that you could play on the Switch that are like really really good or optimized well. I know Crispin, you don't like first person shooters, but if you were to look at like Doom, right? Have you ever heard of Doom? You ever
I've heard
seen
of Doom.
that?
Yes.
That it's
That's the movie with The Rock, right?
The Rock was in a film adaptation of Doom. Yeah, he
Oh,
was. But the video game that was based on
Not
is
about
like
zombies and shit.
it's about demons in
Oh, same shit.
space.
Same
Space
shit.
demons.
Same
It's
thing.
it the original game, you're a marine, you're a space marine, and you were asked to go to Mars because there was like some weird shit happening to the colony that was on Mars. And then when you get there, apparently they were like experimenting with shit and they opened a portal to fucking hell. So demons started coming through
Bruh.
to Mars and shit. This is a game that came out like in the fucking 80s. So like I'm just saying like
But
it was
humans are
just an
always doing some
excuse.
bullshit. So
It was just
I'm not even
yeah,
mad at that shit
it,
happened. I'm not
it's
even
just
surprised.
it's just an excuse to shoot demons in space. That's all it was. It's just but ever since that game came out, that was like almost like a golden standard for how first person shooters would be. They did a brand new version of this Doom game back in 2016. So it's known as Doom but 2016. And Doom 2016 is very graphically intense. There's a lot of like gore and
Blood and
blood
shit.
and animations and stuff that they have in this game of you just shredding and blowing up fucking demons left and right. And there's a company, and I can't remember the name of the company, who does these Switch ports. But there is a company that handled the Switch port for Doom, and Doom runs really, really well on the Switch. So there is a way for you to take a real graphically intensive game like Doom, where there's a lot going on the screen, there's a lot happening, and you can make it run and have the game actually playable. You can sit there and you can play it in handheld mode, and you're not going to be like, what the fuck is all this blurry shit that I'm looking at? You
Facts.
know, so
Facts.
if a company takes care of it, you'll get a nice port on the Switch. You can enjoy a game. If a company is rushing shit out like 2K likes to do, you're gonna get a really weird and awkward experience on the Switch.
Facts.
So I don't know how good Sonic Frontiers would be when it comes to Switch. I don't know how much care they're putting into that.
We're about to find out.
But yeah, if you like open world games, that's something you can try
Yeah,
because that's different. That's like left field open world. It's like all that shit.
my like the reason I say I like open world games, like when 2K did that the city shit, I was like, oh shit, we out here, we could just walk around, be chilling, like that shit. That's what I like. I just want to be walking around, be chilling. When I want to go play some ball, go play some ball. Like this Pokemon game about to drop, I want to
Is
just
that open world style?
I just want to go around and catch some Pokemon. When I want to hit the gym, I go hit the gym. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you don't think you would be interested in the Legend of Zelda? The Breath of the Wild for the
Bre-
Switch
I,
is
wa-
designed to be this open world
I wanted to buy Breath of
experience.
the Wild. I wanted to buy Breath of the Wild, but then I was like, everybody played this shit already. I'm waiting.
So
I know what I'm waiting for is the second one to drop, so I get the first one cheap as hell.
the
Play the
first
first one.
one, you've been missing sales on it. They already got
Yeah,
it
I've been
cheap.
missing sales, but I
You've been
just like
missing
I
sales
said,
on
I
it.
haven't been able to play anything. So
That's something that if you like that open world, I want to do whatever the hell I want, and you want to enjoy real high quality shit for the Switch. Breath of the Wild
I think Breath of the
is
Wild is like
usually everyone's go to. My
it's the
wife played
peak.
it twice.
It's literally peak
It's
open
it's
world.
it's a long fucking game. She's put like almost 200 hours into playing
Crazy.
Breath of the Wild. Like she's gone through the story twice and then played the Warriors game that came out. Have you ever played the One Piece Pirate Warriors game that Mac and Shawnee were talking about the other
No,
day?
no.
Uh, you ever seen Dynasty Warriors?
Yeah, that is like a whole bunch of niggas and you fighting with the one character.
So
Yeah, yeah.
Warriors
I play
style
games like that.
is
I
like
play games like that. Yeah.
it's kind of like its own genre at this point. So they did a Zelda Warriors game. They did two of them, but they did the Age of Calamity, which is like a prequel to Breath of the Wild. So if you like the idea of like war, just like straight up combat, swords and shields and specials and
I used to
destroying
love
large
that
waves of
Dynasty Warrior
enemies,
game.
yeah, then you
I used to
can
go
play
crazy
Hyrule
with that shit.
Warriors. Um, but yeah, so there's stuff like that.
Yeah, so
Any other
my top is literally sports and like open world
sports, open
and
world
like
RPG?
yeah, those are my top. But I'm always open to playing new shit. I hate shit like Tetris and shit like that. That shit is
You don't
corny.
like
Like
puzzles? No,
get that
nothing
shit
like
the
that.
fuck on my face, bro. Like I swear
You
to
bugging,
God.
bro. Candy Crush was crazy. You bugging as
Hell
hell.
nah, bro. That shit's like for grandpas and
Candy,
grandma, bro.
Candy
Oh
Crush
my
was
god.
lit. You bugging.
Get Candy Crush the hell
So
out of
Mac,
here.
tell us. We know that you're a big sports game player because we know you like 2K. You like to play FIFA. The viewers get to watch you stream FIFA, right?
Streaming on the Paradise Twitch. That's the THEE Paradise TV.
Yep.
THEE Paradise TV.
Where you can watch Max stream FIFA. So we know that you do enjoy your sports games. What other genres really catch your interest?
I mean, I do like. Now that you guys put me on the fucking spot,
Hi.
I do fuck with some RPG,
Okay.
not JRPG. The only one is, of course, Pokemon. That's the anomaly.
Yeah.
Um,
Pokemon
but
just
yeah,
Pokemon. Fuck that shit.
I fucked with
Fuck that
Grand
shit
Theft
hard.
Auto.
That shit hard. That shit hard.
What's the other one that I said before?
Red Dead.
Red Dead
What is it
Redemption
about
2.
that style of gameplay that you enjoy? Like what makes you actually
Open
want to sit there and play it?
open world. I could do things, and the what I really do like about Red Dead and like a because Kakarot is open world, but there are certain restrictions. There's certain things that you can and can't do, like or
Yeah,
you
I
have
get
to
what you
like
mean.
unlock certain things. Like there's a way for you to do a martial arts tournament in that game, but you have to unlock it. So like
Mhm.
there are certain things that you have to unlock. Whereas in Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto, you know, if you're not doing a mission, you can still do other stuff. You can rob a bank. You can ride through the city and do drive-bys. You could, and I'm not saying that anyone should
Extracurricular
go.
activities, basically.
Basically,
You
yeah.
could do
I'm not
dumb
saying
shit
anybody
that
should
you
do
want
that,
to do.
but yeah, you could have
It's
fun
in
in the
the
game.
game.
Besides,
In GTA,
It's in the
people,
game.
it's in the game.
listen, you can do things besides just
The
following
missions,
the
yeah, you
missions.
can cause chaos if you want to,
Yes,
or you can
yes,
just like ride a fucking BMX bike off of a cliff. I used to
yes,
do that in
yes.
San Andreas.
Yes, it would that though that type of stuff is fun because it's just like, bro, I'll sit there and I'll be playing Grand Theft Auto and I look up like when I look up the first time the sun is up. By the time I finish playing, I look down, the sun's going down. It's 7 o'clock. I gotta start getting ready to eat dinner, shit like that. That's how much like I can play that game. Whereas
Now, is
even though
that
I
just
do
you?
enjoy,
Is,
even though I do enjoy playing sports games a lot
yeah,
more, it can be monotonous at times.
That's what
understandably. Now that much time, is that you just exploring and doing silly shit, or is that you
most of the time.
progressing through the story missions?
Both,
Man, fuck
both,
that shit. Most of the
both.
time, I'm just running around doing bullshit. Oh God! Like most of the time, I'm just running around doing bullshit. Like now that, like again, going back to that Pokemon game, right? When I see that Pokemon was gonna be on the Switch and I could connect the Pokemon game to my TV, that was number one. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Pokemon,
you felt like
Pokemon on
empowered to
TV,
play it that way.
on the
Yeah.
television, boy.
You could do that before.
I know, but you
I
had to
get
do a
it,
whole
but
bunch of
this
bullshit.
was a
Like,
game that was specifically designed for you to
yes,
enjoy it on the TV. I
I was
understand what it
like,
means.
Pokemon on TV, bro. Excuse me, nah, we railing. I play Sword and Shield, and I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. It's not that big a deal. When I played Legends Arceus, I was like,
Oh, it opened your third eye.
oh, this is where we're going.
Legends Arceus is a pretty good game. I'm not gonna stunt.
I was like, this is where
I
we're
like it.
going. This is where we're going. And then this one that's coming out, like,
It's
whatever
gonna
some
be
people like,
even
yeah,
better.
this is gonna be the one. So to me, it's just like, give me the freedom to just do a bunch of random stuff. And if I want to go into the story, I'll jump into the story, jump right back out, and keep doing my random shit.
Now, do you think that that says anything about us subconsciously? Like, do you think like desiring to run wild in this open world with no restriction is like something about like your inner psyche that's like looking for that maybe, like, or do you just think that playing with the game mechanics, like seeing how long you can evade the police while you have a 5-star fucking streak, like is it just the fun of like surviving yourself, like what,
Sometimes,
like do you think there's anything there, or am I looking
nah,
too deep into it?
I think you're in the vein of it. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just want to have freedoms that you don't have in the real world, bro. Like if I have the freedom to jump off a cliff and my freaking Pokemon fly just because I jumped off this cliff, that's just cool. Or if I have a freedom to steal a car, run over some people, and then turn around and like shoot some other player if I'm playing online, just be like, "Boo!" Just because I don't know you, bro. Just because I don't know you. You in this game, and this game is about this life. So when I see you, I'm popping off. It's just
So
like, okay, the game is like
just
that.
to experience what it
Exactly.
would
You
be
want
like to just do something for no
some
reason at
stupid
all.
shit. Yeah, some stupid shit. Like you just go
So behavior without repercussions.
exactly. So you don't want to do that in real life. To be completely honest, you don't want to do that in real life because that's stupid. That's stupid. You know it's stupid. When you doing that shit in the game, you're like, yeah, about this nigga. Oh, I know this nigga about to come for me because he knows who killed him. It tells him this person killed you. This man is gonna come after you, bruh. He's about to load in again. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so crazy. One time I joined GTA, I couldn't like I would log in, like they'll kill me, I'll come back, and that nigga was just waiting for me where I was about to pull up.
Where
I'm
you
like, how?
respawn.
How, bro? How you know this? Like you hacked the game and you already know I'm about to respawn right here and
They
keep shooting me.
memorize respawn points, yeah.
They keep shooting me, shooting me, shooting. I'm like, God damn, all right, I'm out this game. Nigga. I had to leave the lobby because he was just not leaving me alone. Then those things are like the things that people like to do, and that's it. Like now, the role playing, like the actual role playing that people do online with GTA, like not on
5F or F5, something like that.
exactly. So they literally like you go into GTA. If you're gonna be a cop, you a cop, bro. That's it. You a cop.
I watched. I was watching. This is like maybe when I was in my old apartment. I used to watch T Grizzly do it. His shit was hilarious because he would have like dead ass whole gang fights. This shit
Facts.
is crazy.
I used to
This shit
watch.
is
I watch
crazy.
Phantom sometimes. Phantom. He goes crazy too. He's like, yo, the other day he was doing some shit, and he was just pulling up with some friends, and he called this dude, but like, yo, where you at? He's like, oh nah, I'm here. This guy's looking for you. He's like, all right, where you at though? Let me pick you up. He picked him up, and then they're trying to get this nigga to talk to see if this nigga was snitching on them and shit. And they killed this nigga. They pulled up to a little river or whatever. The guy was like, why are we doing here? But they get out the car. Shut up and get out the car. They just shoot this.
No.
Literally some
So with role
Some
playing, and
gangster shit.
I know we're now moving
facts.
to like another subject, but with role playing games, there's like a set of rules. Like you
Mhm.
are that character, and it is as if you're like that character is real. So if someone comes and points a gun at you, you can't try to point a gun at them because you gotta be like, oh damn, you got me. I ain't got no money on me. Da 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 da. Whatever. If you're a paramedic, you're a paramedic. And in T Grizzly's world in particular, because I saw an interview of him talking about it, he said that he even got people who are real life gangsters to get off the streets to play this game and be gangsters in the game. And it's like, yo, you can do all the shit that you're doing in the streets in the game and make mad bread from it. He said he makes probably more money from doing that game than he does from rapping.
I believe
So,
that. I
Streaming, nigga.
100% believe
He
that.
streams that shit. That's it.
Because now
so
he's getting paid directly for his own content, as opposed to the label that he's probably distributing
he
it through,
ended up
where
he ended
he
up
made most of
creating
his money.
he ended up having someone create his server, and it's like you pay a fee to get onto the server, and you got to be on that shit like consistently to stay in the know and what's going on in the world.
Yeah,
So
if
it's a
not, he'll
very
probably kick
very
you out too. That's some shit.
yeah. It's a very interesting concept. I want to do it, but like I'm scared because I don't know if I have the commitment to be on that
Yeah,
shit every single
it's definitely
day.
some commitment shit.
Because
But
like I said, bro, he said like if you want to be in that game, work at McDonald's, you can work at McDonald's. If you want to be a drug dealer in the game, you can be a drug dealer. You can do whatever you want. It's kind of incredible how people have immersed themselves into some of these games and figured out a way to like really really make money from like make a lot of money from that shit.
Well, yeah, that's the real world now, right? Like living your life in a digital space, like that's what people quote, say is the metaverse,
Yeah,
right? Like living in the metaverse.
yeah. I was gonna say
But that's,
I didn't want to say that name, but yeah.
I mean, it's a meme at this point.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that is an excellent point that I honestly didn't think about. Is how people can live a lifestyle like that and then profit off of it in real life. So that would definitely entice
Legally,
someone, yeah, legally,
legally,
like profit
legally.
off of streaming your content, playing a video game that other people find entertaining and they want to, support you, whether it be through ad revenue or Patreon subscriptions or things like that. Like stuff like that is real. That those are real business models that many gamers and streamers have at the moment. And I guess like living life
I just
through
hope
that kind of game is pretty interesting.
I just hope that people don't like big companies don't find that like you know how Ready Player One you should remember Ready Player One the movie that
Yeah,
they had a whole bunch of people just working for them in that company and they were like in the game
trying
but
to play the game so
trying to
they
play
could
the game and
win
beat the
shit too.
game. Yeah, but they were all working for that this one company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen in real life because people like companies are gonna see that streamers are making so much money.
Well, that's what like the metaverse. That's what they're trying to do with the
No, no,
metaverse.
no, not that. Not making you like making all of us go into the game. That's cool. Like
No,
if you
but
do it individually.
people are trying to are like people are streaming themselves in the metaverse and making money.
No,
There are people that are doing that. There have been concerts. Justin Bieber was in the metaverse.
you're not understanding what I'm trying to say. Like you see how when rap started, and then people are like, oh yeah, we can sign you, we give you this much money, and then you like, you don't have the rights to your shit no more. See what I'm saying? Like the big companies that don't play the video game sign the content creator.
Oh,
Take
you're saying like will companies like get
I don't want
into
a
video
company.
gaming
I don't want a
heavy and
company.
start
Yeah,
sponsoring people to
exactly. And
to,
then
to
signing them for their content or whatever, but then take away all the content for them for the future, and then they're not like
I
in the
think I think
ownership
But
of
I
it.
that
think
but
that
that
the model
happens.
is too I yeah, I feel it
It
does
does
happen, but
happen,
I think
but
the
I don't want
model
it
is
to.
too individualized. I think the model the model that we have is way too individualized. Like people already know that they are independent contractors working for themselves.
But some
It would be really hard to get people
some
to.
younger people won't know, and then if you're not big no more, but the people see you and you have talent, and you know what I'm saying, you will fall in one of those traps
There's
because
companies that have
rappers fall
people.
into those traps still.
But there's companies that have people do things, right? Like there's people that work for major news outlets that play games and review them and stream or do interviews or do
The
like
people that
impressions and
the
stuff like
people at
that.
IGN, uh, I
Nintendo
know
Life,
Nintendo, like, yeah, they do that, but like to
Xbox
compare that
On.
with rappers is different, right? Because a lot of
Yeah.
those musicians and rappers come from a place where they've never had anything before.
But
So if
that's what I'm
someone
saying.
offers them, so if someone offers them a little bit of money to sign their life away, they're more than likely going to do it to get themselves out of a situation that they no longer want to be in.
But it's also a
If
little
someone
different.
can afford most people that can afford video games have more than likely had at decent amount of money around them in their life, and they can kind of separate the real from the fake and be like, okay, well, I know this motherfucker's gonna rip me off because like I'm not in a bad enough situation where I need this money right now.
I
Not
don't.
saying that they don't need it, but I'm sure they could just be like, well, if them motherfuckers is seeing me and think I'm nice, there's nothing stopping anybody else from doing it. Whereas someone who is in the rap industry or maybe in the streets who are coming and offer that shit, they're like, oh well, I don't even know if I'm gonna see tomorrow.
Well,
I'm
the
gonna
thing
take
is,
this record deal
you still not
before I
I,
see.
understand.
I
You
think
still
I
not. You still not understanding because let's say Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber probably didn't have money like that, and his mom signed
Yes,
the
he
paper.
did.
But
Yes,
let
he
me.
did.
But
He
look,
did.
I don't know his life. I don't know his life.
I think that the point that you're bringing up doesn't really apply to what it is that we're talking about. Only because music artists are creating something usually from scratch
Mm.
or providing something that's brand new, and streamers are playing someone else's product, right? So you're doing things with permission from that company who owns that particular IP to stream something in fair use, right? Like you're allowed to show someone your enjoyment of a particular product and monetize people watching you enjoy something as opposed to paying the distributor for viewing the content themselves or participating in the content themselves. So it's like something where like you're profiting off of other people viewing you participate in something rather than you actually providing a particular piece of content. So like you are providing content, you're creating content, like you're entertaining
I know.
people, but you're using someone else's product to do it.
Trust me. I
So
know.
it's just a little different.
I know what
But
you
I
guys are
get what you're
saying.
saying.
All I'm trying to say is, let's say, okay, let's go there where you went. Nintendo signs 5 creators. You
This
can
is
only
not about genres.
no.
We are going
My
way
bad.
too far
We
left
just jumped off. My fault. All right,
about who's making money and who's not making money. This has nothing to do with
let
genres.
let's. I mean, you wanted to talk about something. We just went through a little. You know what I'm saying? Back alley. All right, let's go back to the genres then.
So Mac,
What I'm talking about.
you
No,
said you're not a fan.
I wanted to keep. I understand we were talking about genres, but I wanted to keep on this conversation. Um,
I I really don't see the relevance to it.
okay, say no more.
Let's
So
go back to the
genres,
genres.
You
genres that
you were telling us the genres that you enjoyed. You like your sports games. You like some RPGs. We got into a big conversation about GTA
Yeah,
and Red Dead because you like RPGs, but you're not a fan of JRPGs because you don't like turn-based RPGs,
yeah, except for Pokemon.
except for Pokemon that you can enjoy.
That's
Um,
because of nostalgia. But
what
another one that I do like is side scrollers.
side scrollers like how? Like which kind of side scrollers? You want
Streets
like
of Rage,
platformers, or you're talking about like side scrolling beat 'em ups?
side scrolling beat 'em ups. Streets of Rage,
Yeah, those are beat 'em ups.
the
Teenage
Teenage
Mutant
Mutant
Ninja
Ninja
Turtles.
Turtles
yeah.
game,
That's your hard.
Sims arcade game that was in Chuck E. Cheese. If niggas know, they know.
Yeah,
Uh,
that game was dope too.
games like that, those are like I enjoy. Maybe it's
Super
because
Mario
of
Bros.
nostalgia. Yeah, a Super Mario. I did enjoy.
That's just a side-scrolling
side-scroller, yeah.
platformer.
Yeah. I did like
Platformer, yeah.
I did like Super Mario 60. No, was it
The traditional 2D Mario's is like
the one that
Super
came out on the
Mario
Game Boy
1,
Color?
2, and 3. They had one that was yeah, they had one on
3
the
is the
Game
best
Boy.
one, bro.
Mario Bros. 3. You like that one?
Whichever one. Super Mario 64 I enjoyed, which was kind of like an open world type of thing, but
Those are called 3D platformers.
That one's different.
So it's a platforming game, but it's in a 3-dimensional space.
It's like
I like that one too.
it's like Odyssey.
Yeah, Odyssey is a 3D platformer that has open world elements to it.
Yeah. I just think they should just make after this movie. They should just make an open world Mario.
Have you played Mario Odyssey?
No,
Me?
You should.
No.
Either of you. If you haven't, it's definitely worth whatever
like,
price it is.
when I
right
bought
now.
my Switch, those were the games that I wanted. I wanted Odyssey, Zelda,
And Breath of
and
the Wild,
Pokemon. Yeah, I wanted all three of them: Odyssey, Zelda, and Pokemon. I decided to buy Pokemon first, so now I haven't bought the other ones.
Mario Odyssey is a really good time. It's a really, really good time. So you like 3D platformers, Mac. You like side-scrolling beat 'em ups. You ever play Golden Axe on the Sega Genesis?
Golden Axe.
Golden Axe.
I didn't have a Sega Genesis.
'Cause
Oh,
you
I
said
did
Streets
actually.
of Rage.
I'm lying. I did have a
Streets
Sega
of Rage
Genesis.
was on the Sega. It was on the Sega Genesis.
I only played Streets of Rage 4, which is on the Switch.
Oh, you're talking about the newer version. Okay, yeah, Streets of Rage 4 was on all platforms. Yeah. No, I thought we were getting nostalgic. I thought you were talking about one of the original Streets of Rage. That was how I got into the series. I had a Sega Genesis and I used to play the first Streets of Rage game a lot.
I had a Sega Genesis, but the only game I had was I think NBA 97
what you talking about, John?
or something like
Golden
that.
Axe. Yep, that's the one.
This nigga look like what's that nigga from Thundercats?
Yeah, he does. He does. Lion-O.
Yeah. Thunder,
Oh.
Thundercat.
So
that shit funny, bro.
So Golden Axe is a side-scrolling beat 'em up, but it takes like that medieval style to it. So you can pick from like a swordsman, an axeman, and then there's like another like character. That. Yeah. So you move around the area and then you attack the enemies and stuff. You can fucking ride dragons and breathe fire on enemies and shit. It's pretty cool.
Game of
so
Thrones.
I played that. Yeah.
Thrones.com. Yeah.
So I played
literally.
that.
Game of Thrones was inspired by that.
Yo, you got any other genres you want to talk about? I still haven't named shit.
You're next. Once I talk about the ones I don't like. I'm more like a Crispin. Like I said, turn-based games I don't like. First-person shooters I'm not really a fan of. Modern Warfare 2 is the only one that
did you like any first-person shooter game in the past?
Modern Warfare 2.
The original one or the one that just came out?
The original one.
Okay.
Yeah, the original one.
That was the last time you ever enjoyed a first-person shooter.
Yeah. I played Destiny. Destiny's only fun if you play with people. It's not fun if you play by yourself.
Okay. I never played Destiny, so
I played Destiny and Destiny 2. I don't know why. Yeah, that's about it though for me. Yeah. It's mostly first-person shooters, turn-based games, and JRPGs. Those are the ones that I'm not really a fan of.
Gotcha.
I have no interest in playing those stupid games.
Stupid to you.
Yeah.
So I.
Oh, you know what's another good side-scrolling game? It was like a Hey Arnold game for the Game Boy. I think it was for the Game Boy Color or the Game Boy Advance.
You like a licensed game? Yeah,
that shit was kind of hard.
There were a lot of licensed games when we were kids. They don't do them anymore like that.
They were
barely ever see licensed games anymore.
I remember like
it's not gonna be the same if they do them.
When the websites have games like CartoonNetwork.com had their Cartoon Network games in the
Flash
website.
games. Those are Flash games,
bro. I used to go in there play Dexter, going crazy.
Yeah, there's the Flash. Flash was our era. That was when we were kids. That was what we had access to. You played a Flash
Niggas
game
wanted to
in
fight
your
me at the
internet browser.
library. I promise you, because I would
Oh
take the
God.
whole computer for the day.
Oh
But
God.
John, what games do we know? What games you like? You like Scratch My Booty and those type.
What? Scratch my ass? Get the
Hey,
fuck
yo,
out of
that's
here.
crazy.
That is nuts.
Arakame and Kulo. Arakame and Kulo.
No, let's not. So I like
Yo,
many different genres.
yo.
He likes every genre but sports. That's
I
literally
no,
Dead
that's
ass.
it's not
Dead
true.
ass.
So yeah, I'm not a sports game person at all. So I'll start with dislikes. I don't like sports games. I don't like Souls games,
The
right?
fuck is that?
So Souls games are games that are like Dark Souls, right? So or Demon Souls if you want to be more specific. So there are games like Elden Ring. Have you guys seen Elden Ring recently?
yes, yes.
Right,
I've seen that.
where you have to memorize the opponent's attack pattern so you can dodge and parry perfectly
Oh,
for you to be able to attack successfully and not fucking die. Those are games that require a lot of trial and error and a lot of skill for you to be able to beat some of the harder bosses as the game progresses.
progresses. Yeah.
I
I
don't
agree.
have patience
I agree.
for Souls games because they're intentionally difficult. They're supposed to
My
challenge
brother
the
likes shit
player,
like that.
and I'm not beat for self-imposed challenge. I
We're
like
not
playing
doing all that.
games. Like I don't have time to sit there and get good, right? Like that's usually everybody's response is, "Yo, the game's fun if you just fucking learn how to play." I don't have
I don't have
time to learn
time.
how to play. I only
I don't
have
have the
like
time.
15 minutes. I'm not gonna spend it dying. Like I'm
I
not
don't want
gonna.
to spend 15 minutes dying 15 times. I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
that's basically what my
I could
experience with the Soul.
when the other games I could just beat 15 times.
The only time that I did
Hello.
enjoy a Souls like game, and I'm gonna play the sequel when it comes out, was Jedi Fallen Order. And that's because you can play that on like theatrical mode where it's like the easiest fucking setting you could play the game on, and it's mostly just for you to enjoy the story of Star Wars. So that I played on the easiest difficulty setting. Fuck you if you judge me. Because Star
I
Wars
like.
is Star Wars, and I just need to
I liked
experience
that
Star
game. I
Wars.
liked Fallen Order.
Jedi Fallen Order, but that
Yeah.
style of game, that's a Souls game, and you know what I mean, right? Was you know how to
Sorry
parry
to
and
interrupt you,
dodge
John.
and attack and all that stupid shit. That I'm
Sorry to
not really game for.
sorry to interrupt you, John. I
Talk to me.
play I play NBA 2K on easy mode. The story, I play it on easy mode on rookie.
Gotcha.
Why? Because I want to score 80 points. That's why. That's why. What are you talking about? Like I played this game so I can have fun, not so I can be
I feel
difficult.
that. I feel that. I feel that. The
Yes.
sports game, sometimes you got to play it. I don't want to be frustrated playing these games.
I don't
I
want
want to have
LeBron beating
fun.
LeBron, nigga. I don't want
Yo, no,
LeBron
yeah,
beating
no, no, no.
That's
LeBron,
I
bro.
but
feel you.
that's the reason why there are difficulty settings in games, right? They wouldn't make them if they wanted you to play the game in a particular way. Like if a game has no difficulty setting, that's it.
Pokemon.
That's the game. Shut the fuck up. You play it that way or you don't
And then
play it at
that's
all.
it.
Yeah, and Pokemon is like that. There's no difficulty setting. You just play the fucking game. But you know, like in other games that there's a difficulty setting, I'm usually gonna play it either on normal or I'm gonna play it on easy if I really want to get the game one and done over with. But I love first person shooters. So I like playing Halo and stuff like that. I'm not really a Call of Duty fanatic. I can enjoy the game, but I just find it boring after a while. Um, so I love first person shooters with stories. Like I'll play a story mode, I'll play a campaign mode or something like that and get an experience. I love like action RPGs. So I like games that are like you
Like
attack in real
Batman.
time. Yeah, like Batman's an action RPG. Stuff like that is really fun. You know,
GTA is an action RPG.
adventure games like Uncharted, which are also considered like action RPG slash adventure and stuff like that. I've done those games in the past and
Jack
really
and
enjoyed
Daxter.
them. Jack and Daxter
Yeah.
is definitely a good one. I remember playing a lot of that. I really like fighting games. I've been playing a lot of Dragon Ball fighting games, Tekken.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter, Melee, Smash. I played a lot of Melee mostly, but Smash Brothers and stuff like that.
I like
Um,
the fighting game I like the most, to be honest, and it's probably not the most popular. Is the Jump Force game.
I played Jump Force, and the mechanics of the game are really nice. The graphics are really nice. The story mode of the game was really ass.
No, story mode is trash, but I just would like the fact that I could play, um, that I could play. I could fight Luffy with Naruto and beat Naruto the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I could do that makes me have a whole bunch of fun. You know what I'm saying? And then when you could go and get freaking Goku and play and get Yusuke and fight Goku versus Yusuke, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit cool to me. That's the reason why I like that game. Because if I'm just playing that Dragon Ball Z game, I'm like, all right, I know Broly's here, Gohan here, Piccolo here. I know these niggas is here. I want to buy a game that fucking Saitama is fighting fucking Hinata from fucking Haikyuu or some shit. Like on some weird shit.
No, yeah, I mean, I think those kind of games, especially when it's like a game where it's like different characters from not all the same story, you don't need a story mode for that game. You
Just let
really
him
don't.
rumble. Just let him
Yeah,
rumble.
just let them fight. Just let them fight. I think Jump Force, the concept was really good. Just the execution, and I think what really killed it is just the story mode, and the fact that the game is only fun to play when you're playing someone. Like if you're
You're playing
playing by
online, yeah.
if you're playing by yourself,
It's trash.
it's cool, but it gets
It gets boring after a
it gets
while.
boring after a while. So I think
You know my
that's
favorite
what the
character
downfall of the game.
from Jump Force was actually that nigga from Yu Yu Hakusho, the one with the black hair, the one that's dressed in black with the sword. What's
Yeah,
his name?
he
Yeah, that dude. That nigga was fast as hell in that game. I'm like, I'm about to slice the shit you motherfuckers, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I used to
my
go in there like he go into a demon mode. Woo! It's over for these niggas. It's over for these niggas.
So
I used
my
to go
favorite
crazy.
was it was Yusuke in that game. Either Yusuke or I used to murk niggas with Yugi, bro. I used to murk niggas with Yugi. I can't lie. I
You
haven't
know,
played the game in a long time.
you used to go crazy to you.
Sorry
So
about
Yeah.
disappearing on y'all.
it's all
No, it's all
good.
good. It's
It's
all
all
good.
good.
I'm back. But you guys, I'm assuming we're still talking about Jump
Jump
Force,
Force.
Yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
you were. Yes, sir.
That game had so much potential because it looked like they could have done a good job with it.
Everything you're about to say, I literally just said.
Yeah,
I promise you, he
it
did.
looked like it could have been real fun, and it just was not.
Not it.
Just
It's I think again,
It's
it
fun,
was
like if
just
you're playing online and shit.
if you're playing with somebody else, it's fun. If you're playing by yourself, it gets boring.
Trash, trash.
And then I think, like I said to Crispin when you were gone, I think for those kind of games where you're doing like a mashup like that, you don't really need a in-depth story mode like what they tried to do. There's no need for all
now,
of that.
now I wanna have a particular hot take, right? The two of
All
you
right.
guys really enjoy open world style games, right?
Mhm.
Especially open world RPGs. That's
Mhm.
actually one of my least favorite genres.
What?
I can enjoy an open world experience, but here's the reason why I don't enjoy them.
It's because he needs rules, 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 rules.
Well, there's that. I get too bored of having too much freedom. But it's
What?
it's also, hold on, let
Nigga.
me finish. Um I don't have time.
Oh yeah.
I
I'm with
do
you.
not have the time to play this game to its full potential. I need to get through my game collection. I need to get through it. I like to play games that for me are like elongated movie like experiences. Like I want something that I'm going to play the story, I'm going to familiarize with the characters. I might struggle a little bit, but I make my way through the story. I play the game, I finish the game, I see the credits, I move on to the next game. I'm not interested in like going back and replaying a game on a harder difficulty. I'm not interested in exploring every nook and cranny of a particular open world, doing all of the side quests and hitting all of the things. That was one of the main reasons why I don't think I finished playing Spider-Man, because as much as I'm such a huge Spider-Man fan, I felt like there was too much to do
Mm.
in Spider-Man.
Mm.
It was like, yeah, you can just stop crime in the street if you want. You
Yeah,
can
somebody stealing a
you
purse, smack the
you
shit
can
up that
wait,
nigga,
hold
bro.
on, but Batman is the same way.
it is the same way, and I was playing Arkham City, and I stopped.
Gotham Knights is okay. Gotham Knights is the same way too.
Yeah, so but it's just one of those things where like it's too much to do. I want to
See,
just play the story. I like linear stories. I like things that are quick and bite size and easy to get through. Something that's 8 or 10 hours, no problem. I want to play that game, finish it, and move on to the next game.
there's a game.
15 hours, cool. 15, 20 hours. All right, that was a lengthy one, 20 hours. But like to sit there and put 50, 60, 70 hours into this open world, like just trying to play the game, I
That's
don't
what I'm
have the
gonna do to
time.
Pokemon.
I don't have the time.
I probably put over like 100 hours in Kakarot.
Okay, there's
I
one
can't lie.
game. There's one game that I really like a lot, and this is the first time I ever played this game, right? And I really like it, but I just cannot play it because of the way the game plays. Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, because there is no
I have
end to
to
that game.
wait. I know. I just have to wait till the next day to do something. That shit gets me
Yeah.
mad. I want to do that right now. What you mean? I
The
have to wait
game
till tomorrow, like
the
in
game
real
is
life
the
tomorrow.
game yeah, the game is
That's
designed for you to
crazy.
play a little at a time. So it
That's
never
crazy.
ends.
That's crazy. And I seen Animal Crossing Islands going nuts. I'm like, yo, I'm like jealous of this nigga. Like, how you played the whole year? You dead played the whole year, one
Yeah.
day at a time.
The answer
Nah,
to
brother,
that is
I can't
yes.
do that. I can't do that. I need to
Yeah.
be able to play as long as I want today, so I can when I hump out back tomorrow, I'm happy about playing this game. I don't want to be mad because I told you to build the freaking library and it takes 3 days, and it literally takes 3 days. Like, no, bro,
3 literal days.
literal days, bro. Like dead ass. That's what we doing. In Pokemon, in 20 minutes, you see the sun go up and down like that. I'm like, all right, cool, that's lit.
The
You know
sun
what I'm
go
saying?
up and down in Pokemon.
Yeah, bro.
And in Legends Arceus, right?
Legends Arceus, yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
never played that, so I don't
You
know.
bugging, you bugging. That game was hard. That game was hard. But
It's
yeah,
Nah,
it's no,
Animal
it's good. It's
Crossing is
something you
such a
will
good
enjoy.
game. Animal Crossing is
nah.
such a good game, bro. It is such
You
a
know,
good game.
there's gonna be like you're probably not gonna like it because of the theme, but there is a Animal Crossing like game that is out that you could pay for, but it's gonna be free to play, and you should just wait till it's free to play.
Of course.
But it's Disney. Disney's
Oh
doing
yeah, yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
own like Animal Crossing style game where instead of just
On the
having
Switch.
random
Yeah, yeah, on
yeah, I
every
think on the
platform.
Switch and every platform.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
it's it's so instead of having little Animal Crossing animals on
It's
your island, they'll
actually
be Disney characters. You
Disney
could have
characters. I'm
Goofy hang
down for
out
that.
with you, Buzz Lightyear, whoever the fuck you
Did
want,
you guys ever play
chilling on your
Toontown?
phone. I know what game
I
you're talking
did.
about, but
I
no, I
did.
didn't play it.
Bro, I used to. This is one of the first, like it was like Grand Theft
Oh, you
Auto
know
Vice
what? I'm
City
lying. I did
and
play that.
Toontown, and in my head, I'm like, yeah, this is the games that I want to play. I want to create a character, go into this world, and be Crispin doing Crispin stuff. You know what I'm saying?
This
That's
nigga's
what
sick.
that's that's what I want to do.
I get what he means though. I get what he
That's
means.
what I want to do.
But
Like in simple terms, and not a gamer's term. This is simple people like a kid that buys like your mom buys you Pokemon. When you go to the store in Pokemon games and buy clothes, it's so you can look different from everybody else.
yes. So you like, excuse me, you like games that allow you to customize your
Exactly.
character.
And I had to see my character too. Like I said before, I need to be third person. I need to
Now,
be.
I agree with you on one particular game that I'm gonna play again. I'm just waiting because they're supposed to roll out the Series X version of this game soon, and I'm just gonna wait at this point.
Yeah.
But when Cyberpunk 2077 came out, it was a hot shitty mess. We can go
Yeah.
deeper. We can go deeper into Cyberpunk when we decide to do an episode about companies releasing games too early. But Cyberpunk 2077 had something about it that always didn't sit well with me. And it's this idea that it is this open world RPG, right? And it was just because I was so interested in this world in particular that I decided to play in a genre that I don't really give a fuck about.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Cyberpunk 2077, and the beginning of the game allows you to fully customize your character. Everything from the fucking character's dick size.
Pause.
You can customize your character's dick size. I'm not making this up.
For real?
It is a legit part of your character
Interesting.
customization. You can
Interesting.
so you can make this character look like anything you want. Very detailed customization, very interesting looking things that they did with, like, fusing cybernetics into the face and the head and different things like that. You got so many different customizable options. It's a first person game. It's not third person.
Bro, what is
And
wrong
you
with them?
never see the character. All of the cutscenes are from a first person perspective.
Why did I do all this
Everything
customization for?
Everything is first person. The only time you see the character is when you get into a car. The animation of your character, like, getting into the fucking car. And then there's like certain moments where, like, your character might look in a mirror.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And you can see your character when you do look in a mirror. But that's it. That's the only time you see the character. So there's so much customization that you could do for this character, and you can't see it. And
It's a waste of time.
a part of a lot of people theorize, right? It's a theory that CD Projekt Red made it a first person game
Finish the game.
to cut corners, because it was supposed to play like The Witcher. The Witcher 3 is a very successful game that CD Projekt Red had put out, that's like open world and has all this shit to it. And then they were announcing Cyberpunk, and everybody's like, man, it's going to be like The Witcher 3 but in a cyberpunk universe. That's going to be fucking incredible. And it wasn't that. So so I like the idea of customizing a character, but then we get put in situations where that doesn't even fucking matter.
Exactly. So let's say you go, you see all this customization, right? It's like pages and pages. I get excited when I see pages and pages of customization. I'm like, all right, let's go. We lit right now, right? I'm about to put my 20 minutes into this, 20 to 30 minutes into getting my character the way that I want them. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So I could go into this world, and then more along the way, I could just add little new things and whatever. That's quick.
Yeah.
Right? And then out of nowhere, I'm like, yeah, let me customize it. Boom, first person. Why'd I waste my 30 minutes for? Why'd I waste my 30 minutes for, bro? Why'd you tell me? That's why I always YouTube like games. I'm like, all right, what's this game? A new game comes out, never played in my life. All right, YouTube it. If it's first person, it's over. I'm not doing
it. There's a
like
game,
that pirate game that we was talking about.
Oh, Sea of Thieves. Yeah, you can't customize your pirate. You have to pick a pre-made fucking pirate. I didn't like that. I thought it was gonna be something I can custom, and that was gonna be me. That was my pirate in this world forever.
Nick, that's
but
what
listen, right? Hold on. Calm down, Crispin. Calm down. I know you're upset. Chill out. Listen, right? The good thing though is that when you do get caught up to One Piece, we can play Pirate Warriors 4 online together. So we can play it online together, John.
So next year,
so we can actually
next year, nigga.
Bro, he's gonna have me just. I mean, the game's been on sale for like $8-9.
Bro,
just buy it for $8 and just keep it.
Is it on the Switch though? It's not on the Switch. Right?
Yeah, it is on this. I put it in that list of Switch games that were on.
I have
sale.
it on the Switch. I have it on my Xbox.
$7.99.
I have it on the Switch. I have it on the Xbox.
It was $8. That's lunch. $8. That's probably less than lunch. Lunch nowadays be like $11-12.
That's plus a bev, yeah.
Yeah, of course. What you gonna eat that sandwich dry? that's how you just dry eating the sandwich, bro.
All right.
Don't buy no iced tea, no nothing, no water.
This nigga's crazy.
Like that Cyberpunk game.
Crazy.
Cyberpunk game, I saw it and I was just like, oh, this shit about to be hard. I seen videos on YouTube. I was like, nah, we're not doing this.
So I like all types of things. I've played a lot of beat 'em ups. I like shoot 'em ups also. Shoot 'em ups are like Galaga, right? Like that's like the oldest, but like everybody knows Galaga. Or damn, you don't know Galaga, Mac? It's like the Pac-Man
that game
of like shoot 'em ups.
Bro.
Never heard of it. I know 007 GoldenEye.
No, I'm talking like old. This is like old arcade game.
Nah, never heard of them.
It went back up in price.
It's
so how
full
much?
Price now.
It's full price.
I just wait a couple of weeks. It's almost Christmas.
Wait till like Black Friday. Yeah, like around Black Friday, they're gonna put everything on sale.
You see, I got Splatoon right there. You see it?
Yeah,
Right
I
there.
see it, but I
15.
don't see you playing it.
I haven't played none of these shits. I got all of these new games. I haven't played none of them.
Yeah, we haven't even played freaking Scott Pilgrim neither.
Facts.
We were supposed to play Scott
I
Pilgrim.
have that too,
That's that side scrolling, and I can't fucking get through it. So
bro.
like, I need help.
Nigga.
So
You
How
could
you
get
much is
know,
that
done.
game? How much is that game?
It's like
Scott
four
Pilgrim
dollars.
full price. It's 15, I think.
I bought it at $4 when I bought it.
It was on sale for like 4.99. Yeah,
Yeah,
but at full price,
it's so
I
good
think I
too.
paid full price
I
for
be
it.
bugging when I'm playing that shit. It's so good, but I just
It is
can't
a it
pass.
is a
I
really
can't pass.
good it is
I
a
can't
really
pass.
good fucking beat 'em up, but it
Oh,
is
it's $4.95. I'm about to buy it right now.
Get that right
bro.
now, kid.
Yeah, that's actually really worth it.
Yeah, that's
That's
a really good
really
game.
really really
I'm
worth
down.
it
I'm
for
down to play
$5.
Orlando on that one. I'm down to play with y'all for real. For real.
So
I,
that one's definitely worth it for $5. I paid 15 for it, and I don't
oh, because you
regret it at
probably got
all.
it when it came out, no?
Yeah, I bought it when it came out digitally. But I like other games. Like there are other types of like side scrolling types of adventure stuff. You know what you might like, Crispin? There
Yeah.
was um there was a game that I thought was really interesting on the Switch. You could play it on other consoles now, but when it first came out, it was like exclusive to the
Switch.
Switch for a little while, and it was
Mhm.
called Katana Zero.
Katana Zero. What is it about? What is
Katana
how is it?
Zero plays kind of like a shinobi on the Sega Genesis. It's a side-scrolling 2D pixel art style, but smooth pixel art.
I like pixel art.
2D pixel art style game where you play as a samurai that has the ability to slow down time.
I like pixel
So
arts.
what your goal, you have a stage that you're playing, and your goal is to make it through that stage perfectly. One hit and you're dead, but one hit and the enemy is dead. Everybody's a one hit dead. So you have to run through the level with a little bit of strategy, but quickly. So that way you can eliminate all the enemies. And sometimes you're like breaking through doors, or you're blowing shit up, or you're slowing down time so you can ricochet bullets back at enemies, but you're basically eliminating all the enemies in that particular stage so you can make it to the end. And then they have boss fights and stuff like that, but the gimmick is that you're playing this story, and it's like this whole in-depth story, and you answer questions. You could choose your own path in the story too, but there's a story that's happening to this samurai, and he's like going through fucking therapy, but he works for this company that has him like go on missions to either assassinate people or collect information or things like that. So
Yeah.
you play this fucking samurai's like day to day and decisions that he makes and stuff like that. And it's really, really, really interesting. And that's available on the Switch. So I have that also. Games like that are really cool. Like games that kind of give you that
If you
retro
friends with
feel.
somebody on the Switch, can you like send them like games that you have on your account? Not to
No,
like
they don't.
play.
They don't
Not
have a
to.
not like a game sharing type of feature. Nintendo doesn't have that.
No, no, that's what I was. Not that. Like send them the link to where the game is in the shop so you could buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like they should
No,
have shit like that.
they
Because
they they don't. But I can show it to you. I believe I have it on my Switch, which I'm holding right now. I got my Switch
I,
here.
I need to get the
Um,
OLED. B. I'm wearing
the OLED is definitely worth it if you do find yourself playing
a handheld.
games in handheld mode. Yeah.
Mostly what I probably would do.
So
I just
I have it. Let me
yeah, you
see.
know.
Let me see if I can. Software information in the Nintendo eShop. Okay, yeah, so you can click on it, and then it'll bring it up on the eShop. See if I can lower the brightness on my
But
screen.
yeah, like games like pixel art games. I've been being like starting to get
Okay,
fond of.
so this is Katana Zero.
Katana Zero. Okay.
Katana Zero. It's rated M. There's a couple of screenshots there that you could see.
Yeah,
Um,
that looks like it could be fun. Yeah,
2D
for sure.
pixel art, but you're like I said, you're running through the levels, and you're trying to make it perfectly through the level without
Dying or
getting
something.
hit, yeah, without dying. And at the end of the level, they show you a replay of what you did in real time because your character has the ability to slow down time. He's really perceiving time slowly, but in the game, he's slowing down time. So when you finish a level, it'll show you the security cam footage of what the fuck you did to everybody in the hallway.
And that's just crazy.
And it's just quick as hell. You're just like clink, 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 and then you're like running out the end.
Crazy.
So but the gameplay is super, super unique. That's from Devolver Digital. They make really interesting games. I kind of really like that developer a lot. Um, so games like that I have fun with. I used to have fun with like racing games too. I used to play like Need for Speed Underground a lot when I was a kid.
Oh,
And
you hear these cars running around my side? Niggas, niggas with the
I
Need for Speed right now.
I want to get into like Horizon, Forza Horizon on Xbox.
Mm.
Yeah, Forza Horizon.
I was thinking about a different game.
You were thinking about Horizon Zero Dawn for the PS2. I mean
Yeah,
PS4,
is
and
that the game?
Forbidden West for the PS5.
Forbidden West. That's the one I want to play.
That's the sequel. Yeah, for the PS5. It's on PS4 also. You can play it
I'm
on the
not.
PS4.
I'm not good at racing games either. I'm trash.
So I like Metroidvanias also. I played Hollow Knight for a little while. That kind of Metroidvania is cool. I
The,
played a little
my
bit of
my favorite side scroller would probably side scroller like platformer was probably Mega Man, bro.
Mega Man. You like that one?
That shit was crazy.
That's a side scrolling like
Platform.
side scrolling shooter.
Mega Man is that
That
guy.
Yeah, Mega Man is fun. I even played you ever play the Battle Network, the Mega Man Battle Network games on the GBA on the Game Boy Advance?
No, no.
That one is interesting. They're putting out like the full collection on the Switch.
Oh,
They're
I might have
basically
to see.
like Game Boy Advance games for Mega Man, where like Mega Man was like a cyber verse kind of character, and the kids would like plug in their fucking USB so they could use their fighter, and the main character's fighter was Mega Man. So basically you would customize your fighter to have a particular weapon set, and you would move around on like a grid format, and then you would use your attacks, and you would try to like there were certain attacks that would eliminate spaces on the grid, so your opponent had limited spaces they could run away to. They could dodge attacks. They could do attack. Like it was grid based tactical combat.
Now that I think about it, why would they not do a Mega Man like game like they're doing the Sonic one?
Mega Man for the most part has always
I
been it's like 2D
I
type
know.
of experience. They have like newer Mega Man 11 came out not too long ago, and that's probably like the newest Mega Man experience you can have. I don't really recall Mega Man doing too many 3D adventures. I know there has been a few 3D Mega Man games in the past, but not like open world style Mega Man stuff. I don't think Capcom would be interested. I have no idea. Like
Yeah.
Capcom's a weird company.
But I think Mega Man could actually work.
I mean that's a cool idea. It's a nice concept. Like maybe having Mega Man like fly around, like or be able to traverse some type of thing.
Even if it's like more like a platformer like Odyssey. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like you have to
something
find all
it
that
would be
shit and
something
stuff.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
or even like Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Did you ever
exactly.
see trailers for that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like a open
I was
world
gonna get it. I
ish
was gonna
kind of
get it.
Kirby game.
I was gonna get it because I like Kirby.
And I'm not a big open world game fan, like I mentioned earlier, but like like I told the audience I was gonna play Near Automata, and that's kind of like that open worldy JRPG kind of style. It's not too open world. It's
Liar.
more like an open map. It's more like
Liar.
a big map. But I'm gonna play stuff like that. But that's because I really like JRPGs. Um, but yeah, I try to diversify. I try to play a whole lot of things. Um, just on my Switch alone, there's a whole lot of different stuff. I'm playing Pokemon, Bayonetta, Splatoon, Mario Kart. games like Cuphead, Scott Pilgrim. I got like games like Final Fantasy, the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, Sega Genesis collections, um, just all types of different things that I like to play.
Mm.
There's this one game that I have on my Switch that you could see. It's this green tile right here. It's called
Yeah,
Doggerai. And it's
Dogger
basic
Ride.
Doggerai, and it was designed to look like a Game Boy game, like an original Game Boy game. And you just play as a dog that's a samurai.
There's one that I saw. Like I was looking for like pixel art, like sort of like open world RPG games, and then there's one that's called East Ward.
Eastward, yeah, I've
I,
heard of that one.
I have it. Like I got it right
Oh,
here.
you want to try that one
Yeah,
out?
right here.
There's there's um there's a lot of that like 2D pixel art stuff that's coming out now, but they're turn-based games like Octopath Traveler or games like Triangle Strategy. These are like Square Enix titles that are really like delving into that
Like I said,
open world stuff.
this little game right here, the Street Cat one.
Yeah.
That thing is so fun, and it's just about a cat that it's just walking around Japan. It's so fun.
I mean, it sounds
It's crazy.
interesting. It sounds like you could
It's
probably discover
crazy.
shit.
It's crazy how
Um,
fun that game is.
so like I've definitely dabbled in a whole lot of different genres. There are some genres that I just stay away from, because I just don't find them too interesting. I've given sports games a try. Like Mac remembers, I downloaded MLB the show when it first became available
That's just
on
boring.
Game Pass, and yeah, and I just found the baseball game to be incredibly boring. But I also
It
just
is.
don't care that much about sports in general for me to find playing a sports game
Yeah, if you were never
to
like
be
a sports
fun.
guy, it wouldn't be
Yeah,
fun.
it just doesn't it just doesn't seem fun. Like, and I've tried to play 2K before with people like, yo, come on, just try, play, you might have fun. It's like, yeah, no, I'm just kind
Because
of waiting for my turn to be over.
you was never an athlete like that. Like if you were never an athlete,
Nah,
you're not gonna get into it. Like
yeah.
I never played football in my life, and when I'm playing Madden, I think I'm freaking the best quarterback in the world. I'm out here running, dodging niggas like what? Like get out of here, woo woo. Woo. You know what I'm saying? Spin move on niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I'm wailing. I'm like, yeah, bitch. Like what the fuck? Ah. But that's because when I used to play volleyball and I used to play baseball, I used to talk my shit too. So that's in me already. Like even if I'm not in the game, I'm in the game.
Yeah. So you
I'm
have that
busting
part
up.
of your competitive
Yeah, yeah.
spirit is
Same with
there.
2K. Like I never played ball in my life. Like in a team, never played ball.
You know what's funny though? There was a sports game I did enjoy, and it was Fight Night.
Yeah, that's
When Fight
boxing.
Night was a thing,
Boxing is
I definitely did play Fight Night, and I enjoyed playing that one. Boxing was fun, and they haven't done a boxing game in a long time, and that's a little disappointing.
it
The, the,
is.
the
UFC though.
UFC, yeah, but like just
MMA.
straight up like boxing, like Fight Night, they should. I don't know if there's like a license issue, like like maybe the organization behind the license for all of that is just like, no, fuck you guys. But I don't know. They got to
They're
figure
losing a lot
something
of
out.
money.
They got to figure something out because that's definitely something that that belongs in modern culture. People should
Facts.
definitely be playing boxing
You
games.
put Canelo in there. You get some of the YouTubers that been fighting too. Put them niggas in that shit
But
too.
The Pauls,
The Paul Bros.
which one? Logan Paul. Who's the boxer? Logan or Jake?
They both
They both
box.
box, but I think
They're
Jake
both
is
boxing.
I think Jake is the one that boxes most. The
Word.
No,
bigger,
they
the big.
both box. They both box. It's just Jake is the one that's nice.
Yeah, he boxes the most. Like he fights
No,
more. He does
no,
everything more.
they
They don't
both
fight the
fight.
same, nigga. Nah, because Logan is more interested in his fucking podcast, bro. And
That don't mean
post.
that he don't. That don't mean that
I'm
he
not
box. He
saying that
just
he.
not as nice.
Nah,
Whatever. We going back and forth and arguing mid. Let's move to One Piece.
Arguing mid.
Let's move to One Piece. Let's move to
Do
One
it.
Piece.
all right, let's go. It's a good sound right there. Facts.
Greedy ass Nami. Um.
Facts. Have you seen
Yeah.
Film Gold?
No, not yet. I
What? Have what?
He
Have you
asked
What
if
seen
I
you?
saw
Film
that
Gold? Film Gold.
You
that
can
One
watch
Piece
that
movie.
now.
Yeah, I can watch it now. I haven't gotten much time to watch much of anything. So the last time that we spoke, I was on episode 574. We had just concluded Fishman Island, and now I'm on 579. So I'm not at my usual episode mark, but I did conclude that little miniature story arc that happens right before the introduction of Punk Hazard. So I know that the next episode that I'm going to watch is the beginning of Punk Hazard. It had Punk Hazard in the title. So that is the only reason why I know. Um, and what I got to experience was something that had like a reoccurring title for those 5 episodes or so. And it was like Z's Ambition or something like that, where we got introduced to the concept of the Neo Navy. So this
Oh yeah.
organization that is
Film.
um, building their own ranks within the Navy that are more radicalized. They believe that pirates don't have a place in society and that it's their responsibility to kill them all for the sake of justice because they know the Navy is going to do things like obey the law and they want to take justice into their own hands and just kill pirates. Um, so we encounter them. The Straw Hats encounter the Neo Navy. The villain of this particular arc is this Navy soldier that is a part of that group of human beings that has 2 extra elbows. So he's the multiple ding 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 ding. Yeah, those guys.
The long arm
The
people.
multiple jointed people.
Yep.
So
It's the long arm tribe.
the
Yeah,
long
them
arm
niggas.
tribe, that's what they're called.
Yep.
So
Literally.
so he's of that tribe. He's got 2 extra elbows. And and basically he's going around and he's fucking pirates up left and right, him and his crew. And the Straw Hats end up meeting a giant that ate a devil fruit that allows her to shrink. Her name is Lily, and Lily has a devil fruit that allows her to grow to her giant size or shrink down to super micro size. And they meet Lily because she's stealing all the food on the ship and she's eating everything. And eventually, she tells the Straw Hats about how the Navy arrested her father, who is this well-known chef. He's a giant that uses volcanoes to cook giant fucking paellas and shit like that. And
Paella is crazy. Paella is
and they
crazy.
literally said paella
That's crazy.
in the I don't know if they say it in the English dub.
No,
In
no,
the
I
Japanese
skipped
dub,
that. I skipped that.
this motherfucker was cooking seafood paella for sure on a fucking volcano. And forget about it. Luffy's on board because he's like, I need to try your dad's food. That's it. It's over. You
I just
talked
need to eat.
about how good
He
your
cooking
dad's
in.
food
He
is,
cooking in a volcano. I need
and
some of
that's
that.
it. And he cooks all this giant food in a volcano.
I need that.
I need it. I need this food. So Luffy's already like, I don't give a fuck. Wherever your dad is, we're gonna get him. Don't care.
That's it.
So it's like, all right, the Navy has your dad. Fine, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna fuck them up. We're gonna get your dad back. We're gonna have volcano food. Let's do it. So they're out, and Nami comes up with a plan for how they're gonna try to get the giant back. And then that's when the Neo Navy shows up and they start fucking shit up, and they're fighting between the Navy that is there trying to do their job for real, and the Straw Hats who are there trying to save the giant because Luffy wants to eat. And they have this whole adventure. The highlight of the whole thing is that Lily gets slingshotted into Luffy's mouth because she was originally going to expand and blow up the Neo Navy captain that they were
Mhm.
dealing with, but he caught on to what they were doing and forced her to like launch herself into Luffy's mouth. So she decides to grow inside of Luffy, and since Luffy's made of rubber, he stretches and grows into a giant fucking Luffy, with horns because she has horns in her helmet.
Mm.
Um, so Luffy ends up winning the fight because of his gigantic size. But they made Luffy struggle against this character during this particular arc, and I felt like they did it just for the sake of making him struggle. Because the whole time I'm watching the fight, I'm just like, Luffy should not be having this hard of a time with this character. He should be washing him pretty easily at this point in the story. But I see why they were prolonging it. They wanted the giant Luffy thing,
And it's
which was
also funny.
cool. And then they defeat the Neo Navy. They capture them. They leave them tied up. The regular Navy discover them and then arrest them and do things the right way. They're trying to showcase that there are some people in the Navy that do believe in actual justice and just kind of want to do their job because they believe that what they're doing is the right thing. And then there are other people that are extremists out in the world and they kind of want to do things their own way and they're crazy. And and the straw hats are now experiencing the craziness of the weather in the new world and how chaotic everything is. There are new mechanics that were introduced to us at the end of Fishman Island, like the log pose having 3 arrows now and them getting to choose which island they want to go to. um and things about like the Navy structure being different, Akainu being in charge of the Navy, Aokiji not being a part of the Navy anymore. So there are different dynamics now in play with some of these really strong characters, and I know that that's going to come back up. So there are some things that are left out in the open. But I feel like the past two fights that Luffy has been a part of have just been kind of like holdover fights. And it's only because we dealt with so much shit that happened with the War of the Best at Marineford. That like, after the time skip, they kind of just want to ease everybody back into where the story is going to go. A little bit of calm, a little bit of fun, a little bit of silly before I guess getting back into the extreme that it could potentially reach, because now the stakes are higher, right? Like we're seeing all of the other rookies that are now becoming key players in the story. We're seeing how the Navy is changing. We know that Dragon is still out there doing his thing. We know that Ivan is now free from Impel Down and he's able to continue his work with the Revolutionary Army. We learned that,
I just want to quickly cut you off before you move too far from the point where even if I say it doesn't make sense. So I know you
uh
said the last couple of fights have been kind of like fodder, like
yeah,
just placeholders. Yeah, it's gonna be like that for a while. I can't lie to you. Yeah, no spoilers, but you're not gonna see like a really like a good Luffy.
meaningful fight
Yeah, a meaningful Luffy fight for a
till
little bit.
Dressrosa.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking until Dressrosa because the next big fight that they've wanted to hype up on purpose is the fight with Big Mom. But I know that I'm nowhere near Whole Cake Island,
No,
so I know that Luffy's not gonna fight Big Mom for a while.
yeah.
But that's the fight that they want to tease. So they're already giving us he's got to fight this bitch eventually. Um, so I get to see now what Punk Hazard is all about. I honestly don't know anything about this arc, to be honest. I don't know anything about whoever the villain is supposed to be of this arc, um, or anything like that. So this is all going to be new territory for me.
I'll just
Um,
say this: I got my tattoo around when I was watching um when I was watching that arc.
So this is when Law comes back into the picture then. And I guess we're gonna find out the reason why he decided to help Luffy in the first place.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, so here's the you owe me a favor. You remember when I saved your life?
Literally,
You remember when I came in and I had to work the magical doctor hands that I have? I had to put on the long glove.
Nigga,
You know what I'm saying? You remember that? You
you
remember.
alive because of me. Nick.
You remember.
You remember. You remember. You
Yeah,
remember.
I need your help. I gotta go beat up Daft Punk. Work it, make
go.
it, do it better, stronger, better, faster, stronger. Nah, nah,
Nah,
nah,
nah. Okay, let's stop.
nah.
And we're not on
I
any
know,
good
I
terms
know,
right
I
now.
know. He don't
That
wanna
nigga
he don't
bugging.
wanna
That
he
nigga.
don't wanna give Kanye no attention. So we're not gonna
Hell
give him
no,
attention.
bro. Let's keep talking about One Piece, please. Fuck him.
Kanye bugging. Kanye bugging.
um but yeah, so I know that that's coming. But that's it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Punk Hazard has in store. Like I said,
What episode are you on?
579.
Halfway. You halfway. You dead halfway. Look at you.
Kaizo Kuni.
Oh,
Oh,
Ore wa naru.
this nigga
all
crazy.
right,
This
fucking
nigga.
loser.
It was awkward. I had to
It wasn't awkward. It
I had
was
to
an
break
awkward
up the
silence.
awkward side. I was waiting for somebody to say something. I was like, all right,
No,
no,
I
Nobody
wasn't
is.
gonna say nothing,
I'm
bro.
gonna be the
Niggas
king
be
of the
saying
fucking pirates.
niggas be saying I be spoiling shit, so I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah, of course you have to, because you do spoil shit. That's what you do.
I'll
It's
kick you out,
okay.
nigga.
Yeah, go ahead.
But it's okay. But yeah,
Fuck.
so I'm enjoying the story. I want to see the characters develop a little bit more, and I am also waiting to see when the Straw Hats are going to start sharing their journeys and experiences with one another about what they did during the time skip. I know that we as viewers got to see them decide, I'm going to do this for 2 years, right? We got to see how each one of them made those decisions of what they were going to do to strengthen themselves in those 2 years. But we didn't see the training. We just kind of hear about it here and there, right? Like even with like Luffy's training, we just know that he went through hockey training. We know now that he knows how to use his hockey. And of course, he can get better and stronger at it, but we know that he does have a handle over it. But we didn't see what he did. We just knew that he was on an island that was really harsh to fucking live on. We know about where all the characters were, what they did, and who they trained under, and how they got the abilities that they have now. But I kind of want to see them share that with each other, so that everybody's kind of caught up on what everybody knows how to do. I know that Oda likes to do things sometimes without having to explain it. Like they got to see certain things. So like we know how Brook knows how he can be a fucking soul now outside of his body, and they've shown us that technique already quite a few times. So the gang knows that Brook can do this move. Everybody's seen all of the random technological things that Frankie's been putting together, making giant fucking mech robots that Robin doesn't think are
Go
useful at
go
all.
Power Rangers.
Right. So like the crew has
Dead ass.
seen what people are capable of doing. Like we don't even know how Zoro lost his eye yet. I assume a baboon took it from him, right?
We don't know
We
either.
don't know.
I assume it was one of them damn baboons
I'm
that
dead
got
ass.
him.
We do not know.
No, we really don't
We
up till
don't know.
now. 1,000 episodes in.
It
I
just
have
was
no
never
idea.
brought up.
Thousands of the manga chapters in.
Not yet. Not
Not
yet.
brought up.
Not yet.
So so
I
then
heard the manga's going crazy right now, though.
It's
maybe
going
Oda
insane.
doesn't care enough to explain it, but
Oh no,
you
he
know, I
about
mean
to
that's
explain it. You know he don't do nothing without
but that's
explaining shit.
I get it, but I mean it happens. It had to have happened while he was training with
Of
Mihawk,
course.
right?
Of course.
So either Mihawk did it to him or a baboon did it to him.
We have
The
no idea.
a bunch of theories is that he just has it closed just because
Like
they don't want his hockey
it's
to go crazy.
yeah, like his hockey's crazy.
But they haven't. I know that
They
eventually
haven't said that.
he is a hockey user. I know that eventually he is one, but they have not alluded to him understanding that he has the power at all.
The
They
fact
have
that
at this point in the story, they haven't shown it at all.
no, they haven't shown it, but he technically confirmed it when he said, if you can't do that, you can't be my captain to Luffy.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that to him yet.
He did say that.
Not in Fishman Island.
Yes, he did.
No.
He said something like, "Oh, I would have. I'm glad that he's so strong." He's like, "If he's gonna be my captain."
Yeah, because he
Something
did.
like that.
Because
Yeah.
when he was walking and he did that Conqueror's hockey shit, he was like, "Yeah, you better know how
Yeah.
to do some shit. Fuck, if not, you can't be my captain, nigga." That's what he said. I know when this shit happened, kid.
Yeah, it was when Luffy knocked out half of the Fishman soldiers by himself with his Conqueror's hockey.
Okay.
Bam, 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 bam,
That
bam,
shit.
bam, 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 bam.
That song is hard. Every time you hear that shit going, you know something's about to go down. Something's about to go down for sure.
Somebody, it's somebody's about to make an entrance. That's when that shit is about to happen. Somebody big is about to just come in and fuck shit up. But yeah, so I mean,
motifs.
a lot of your questions haven't been answered yet. Like we don't know why Zoro lost his eye. What I can say is that they don't really they don't talk to each other about how they got their power ups. You know how One Piece is, bro. They're gonna be in the middle of the fight and they're gonna do a flashback onto them training. That's how it's gonna be. I don't think that's spoiling anything because that's if you know.
No. I would expect that we would get it in that form factor.
Yeah.
I want to see a little bit of the slice of life because they do it in small bursts. Like Oda doesn't give you that much slice.
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much story.
There's stuff that's just happening. But the thing is like sometimes like you could give us the first half of an episode of the gang just kind of like enjoying time.
When?
But I'm saying, okay, cool. We just got out of the fucking ocean.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why it's impossible. The theme song and the intro is about 5 minutes, bro. The episode is 23 minutes. 5 from 23 is what? 16?
Yes, I know you.
So they have 16 minutes
of actual episode.
Episode. There's no way that he could fit that in. And every episode is like 2 pages or some shit like that. Come on, son. There's no way that they can fit in.
It's not 2 pages. There's no way.
Yes,
it's got to be like maybe half a manga chapter, but not 2 pages.
Episode? No.
Yes, not 2 pages.
No, it's like 2 chapters, bro. Something like that.
Yeah, he's exaggerating.
It's 2 pages, bro.
Nah, it's chapters.
I'm just saying that there are situations where they could be enjoying each other's company just for a little bit because they just finally all got back together. And then the first thing that happens is they have to race the fuck out of the Sabity Archipelago so they can escape the Navy to get to Fishman Island to save the Fishman Island's monarchy from a fucking coup and then return to the surface to then be attacked by the fucking Neo Navy.
That was slice of life right there.
But the slice of life that I'm looking for is like
the slice of life happened at the end of that arc, bro. They had a whole paella and they partied.
And they partied for a bit. And then that was
slice of life right there.
There you go. All right. I guess that's it. I guess that's all we getting. I'm getting
one
dinner.
You want
all you getting until the end of this roster, bro. Not even,
bro.
Until the end of Whole Cake.
No, not even, bro, because they go and do some other shit after that.
No, but it is to the end of Whole Cake.
Bro, it's gonna be no, bro. There's no.
When does his bounty go up?
That who? Wow.
Their bounty's about to go up. When that happens, is when you get the slice of life.
No, they're about to have slice of life at the end of the arc that he's at. They have a whole.
At the end of Punk Hazard.
Yeah, they have.
They do have a little party. Yeah.
They have a party.
I do.
I mean,
A
there's
little,
always
a
like
little,
a banquet or a party of some
yeah,
kind.
After every
After
single
they
arc.
come in and do what they do, everybody's got
yeah.
to eat and party and be like, "Oh
You
my
just
god, this
had
one
they just
has."
had one at what do you call it
At Fishman
at
Island, I
Fishman
know
Island.
they had a whole
Nigga, how
thing,
much slice of life do you want?
and then shit was getting serious. And Robin was asking fucking this motherfucker about shit, and he was like, "What? Who the fuck is Joy Boy?" And he was like, I'm not gonna tell you who Joy Boy is, but I'm gonna tell you that we've been
There's
watching
some
this boat
crazy
for him."
theories. There's some crazy theories about who Joy Boy is right now.
Who? Goldie Roger, maybe.
I don't know.
We don't
I
know.
mean, supposedly it was a long time ago, so it
Yeah,
probably couldn't have been him,
supposedly.
No, it's
Supposedly.
impossible. It can't be him. Joy Boy
unless
was around like 800 years ago, bro.
unless the One Piece is a time traveling device.
All right,
Dun,
Judge,
dun.
take us out. Take us out. This nigga's over here talking some bullshit. Think this is the Twilight Zone, nigga?
The
What?
One Piece is real.
What would you do if it is a time traveling device?
Yeah, right. What if I just predicted it?
The One Piece.
Is real.
As you can hear, the One Piece segment has ended.
This nigga still.
so,
The One Piece
so
is real.
you want me to tell you what my theory about what the One Piece is?
Go
The
ahead.
power of friendship. That's my theory.
Stop.
I genuinely
If
think the One
If
Piece
if
is the
that shit,
power of
if
friendship.
it's that, I'm bro. I'll be sure this.
The treasures of the world, I've found them. It was my crew.
So I do actually think it's like a mirror.
It's you.
Yeah.
The secret stuff was in you the whole time, Doc.
Nah, yeah. I think so. I think so.
Yeah, it's definitely the power of fucking friendship.
The power
No.
of oneself.
And I just
No.
and I'm furious, and I'm gonna say it now because I'm furious. I guess I'll see it when I see it. But I saw pictures of Sabo as an adult.
Oh,
And I'm just like, these
oh,
motherfuckers, bro.
Damn.
I was just like, motherfucker, because
You know how
I
much
thought
I
about
cried
it,
when
and I
I
was
seen that show? I was like,
Nah, I teared up too.
I was
yeah,
wailing.
nah, I'm just like, all right,
Damn,
so
they
that's
fucked this shit
gonna
up.
happen.
You really thought he was
up.
dead, right? You thought he was
Yeah,
gone.
yeah,
We
definitely.
all thought he was gone the first time we seen
But
this.
you know, any anime character can survive anything if you write it in there well enough.
Nah,
Not
if that
Ace.
nigga, if that nigga,
They put a
Not
hole
Ace.
through that boy.
that nigga's a donut, son. That nigga's a donut.
Put a hole right through my boy.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
if that nigga with the bomb survived, what's his name? Pell
Cool.
from Dress Rosa No, from the desert place. What is it? Alabaster.
From Alabaster.
Then nigga that took the thing
Oh,
and that shit exploded.
Oh yeah,
like right next to that nigga. That nigga
he
came
was a
back like,
falcon, right?
"Hey guys, I'm still here." Nigga, get out of here! You got nuked. Like, what are you talking about? Like, how you here?
He was
Luffy
the
got
one-
killed too. Remember?
Luffy got stabbed.
Luffy
yeah,
got
he did.
dehydrated
Yes,
by
yes.
Crocodile, and he got stabbed
Stabbed.
by Crocodile too.
But we know Luffy not gonna die. We know that. But
Listen,
my man should have died.
Hey, listen,
He should have died.
who's this guy? Magellan should have killed Luffy.
Oh yeah,
Oh, for sure.
Magellan should have killed Luffy. That would have been it.
He
for
was
Luffy.
dying.
He was done. Yeah, he was definitely done.
If it wasn't
If it
for
wasn't for
Ivankov.
plot armor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
No,
If it wasn't
It's
for
definitely
plot armor.
That's fine.
Luffy definitely would have died because of Magellan's poison.
Blackbeard too. Blackbeard should have been dead because of Magellan too.
When did they fight?
At that same place.
In Impel Down.
Oh yes.
Blackbeard should be
Fight
dead
in
too.
Down. Yes, you're right.
That's
They
another
did.
plot armor ass nigga.
No, but he's able to use his devil fruit neutralizes other devil fruits, so it makes sense that. He's
But if he
able to
gets
fight
hit,
Magellan.
first without using the actual power, it doesn't work. He needs
Yeah,
to
I
use
get,
the actual
I
power.
get that, but I think he's smart enough to know that that's how he's gonna go into any fight with any powerful devil fruit user. And somebody like Magellan, you're not just gonna go up against Magellan willy nilly.
Yeah, Magellan is
So-
that nigga though.
I kind of want to see Magellan's character come back and what role he might play after he learned about everything. Nothing. We don't see him. There's not like a second war where like all of these characters come back and they're just
Oh,
like,
maybe-
we're
maybe
here
at-
for the Straw Hats. Like, and they redo like the War of the Best where like everybody's just like, we're all Whitebeard pirates, or everybody's just like, Mugibara!
Maybe at the end of the story, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, I feel it. Like I feel like all of Luffy's allies from across
I
the
feel like it's
world
about to,
are
like
gonna
at the
fight the
end,
world government, and it's gonna
it's
be
about to
like
go crazy, bro.
and it's gonna be everybody: the Skypeans, the people from Fishman Island,
I have a feeling, bro.
the giants from Elbaf. It's gonna be like everybody's just gonna be like, yeah,
The
we're
world
all
government,
straw hats now.
the world government's gonna be like, fuck. The world
Mugiwara no Luffy. Mugiwara.
Let's get out of here.
Crying,
Y'all niggas is just chatting. Y'all not saying nothing.
Yo,
Yo,
John is.
we're having One Piece. I'm finally able to have One Piece conversation with y'all now, and you want to rush me out the door. You see how he is, bro? He want to spoil me and then rush me out the fucking door.
I didn't spoil you about Sabo. That was the internet.
The internet
did that to yourself.
I did not.
Wait. You know who he sound like? That one dude with the green hair, yo.
That's who? Fucking Zoro?
Yeah, Zoro. You know who I'm talking about, Mac.
That one dude with the green hair.
Mac, you know who I'm talking about. I'm just not gonna tell him because he doesn't know him yet. But that is a fan of these niggas. Like,
oh,
that's what John sound like right now. That's what John sound like right now, nigga.
He got his own. He got his own.
Mugiwara boat.
Yeah, he does. He got his own music. You know the what is that shit? The commercial
motif?
Music? Yeah, whatever you want to call motif. He has his own
motif.
Yeah.
And you know when this character is coming into the scene, they play his music.
No. Like when they're going to commercial, they'll play his sound.
Oh, they have a yeah, I get it. I get what you mean.
That nigga.
They have a theme song for him.
Yeah. Bro, his voice in dub, trash. He sounds like an Italian mobster. It's so bad.
Mercy.
Dead ass. It's so
but
bad.
With the deep voice though. Like it's a deep voice.
He sound like fucking. Actually, I know exactly.
That's why he's so annoying in dub, bro.
Joey Wheeler.
Exactly Joey was definitely he was Brooklyn Yugi.
Yo,
exactly. We're gonna play a game of Duel Monsters.
Duel Monsters. Maron, Gabagoo, like
I'm gonna show Kaiba what kind of a duel monster.
Yo, nah, the way he used to say Kaiba was like, I want to show Kaiba. Like, ew.
Yo, check if it's the same actor, bro, because it has to be the same.
Bro, it might be.
How long before I meet this character?
Dressrosa.
70 something episodes.
So I got to get through Punk Hazard.
Yep.
Well, interesting. Well, look, you see how much content we pulled out of just talking about genres we like to play, and One Piece. Always good times. Always good One Piece. Times. Always good One Piece vibes.
Thanks.
Did I have any other? Oh, they did tease something about Luffy in Fishman Island, where we saw like the blood vessels in his forehead enlarging like crazy when he was freaking doing the elephant Gatling to try to destroy the ship. And they emphasized that he was like pumping up really hard when he was doing that. So I would only assume that might be an Easter egg or the beginning of whatever Gear 4 is supposed to be.
You haven't gone spoiler with that? A good thing.
I know what Gear 4 looks like.
Oh, that's corny.
I've definitely seen it, bro. It's like in all the advertisements for all the video games. Like it's just it's really hard to avoid.
There's no way to get around that one.
That's looking at Luffy in Gear 4 is definitely a thing I saw even before I started watching the anime.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I know.
I'm not a big fan of Gear 4.
No, but I know what it looks like.
The design of it.
I'm just trying to figure out how Oda makes it make sense, like how Luffy's able to like use his devil fruit even more, like in more unique ways. Like doing the hockey armament stuff is really interesting use of like world building that he's already established. So I like that. Luffy's power-ups make sense to me. So I want to know what Gear 4 is all about.
Yo, I can't wait till you fucking catch up, bro.
I just don't understand Gear 3 all that much.
What's not to understand?
Is he like literally just blowing air? into his
into his
bone. Okay,
bones.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
that's
it's
what he's
just
doing.
silly. It's just silly because how, where, what through his skin? He's just blowing air
But
into
he's
his.
made out of
Listen,
rubber.
right?
You gotta
Listen,
understand.
I'm gonna say one word. Okay, I'm gonna say one word. Imagination.
Yes, I get it. Thanks, SpongeBob. I understand.
No problem.
I understand. I'm just trying because it make like Gear 2 makes so much literal fucking sense.
Imagination.
John, forget about whatever this nigga saying. He is made out of rubber completely, even his bones.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if
The
he
bone balloon. I know that's what he
if
calls
he
it.
exactly if he pokes a hole through his freaking finger to the bone, he could actually put air into it to expand it. That's what he's doing.
So he's fucking his fingers up to do this shit.
Yes, every single time.
Yeah, he bites
He's
into
he's
himself.
He goes like
decoing
this.
that shit.
Yup.
He doing
He do the Aaron Yeager.
Aaron.
He's doing an
Yeah.
Aaron
Yeager
Yeager.
gang.
Yeah. Taking a bite out of crime.
Mm-hmm. That shit
Taking
go
a
right.
bite out of himself. Yep.
That's
And then
interesting.
and now with hockey, he could just put the hockey on that bitch.
And make it solid.
Facts. Gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? Gangster shit.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see it.
Oh,
I want to know. I want to know how that makes
froze on
sense.
me. Rico.
Go 4 is not until Dressrosa, so you got some time, bro.
Yeah, you got time.
Word, which is fine. But I do want to know how that makes sense.
But still, like, I just want you to catch up so we can actually have a conversation.
I mean, I've been spoiled. I've been spoiled for everything. Like I've seen Gear 5.
That doesn't mean we can have a conversation.
I know we can't have a conversation about it, but like like Oda has already revealed the concept of an awakened devil fruit user. But I just want to know how that concept manifests differently in different devil fruit users. Like, what does their awakened devil fruit mean for them individually, and how and why does it vary depending on what the fruit is? So like I just kind of I want to dive into stuff that I don't have information to yet, just because I know it's coming. But that's really it. Like I just look forward to everything making sense, because I've seen a whole lot of stuff already.
I think it does make sense. He did do a good job of.
Say he elaborates it well, and it fits for Luffy's character and his development up until that point.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure, definitively.
That one's a doozy. The Luffy one is a doozy.
Him being awakened.
Oh yeah, that's a doozy. You'll find out when it happens, but that's a doozy.
But it's well explained, in your opinion.
Sorta.
Yes. Yeah, they explain it pretty well.
They explain it pretty well, yeah.
It's not just like because I said so.
I mean, but that's anime.
Yeah, I get this anime.
No.
Oda's really good at giving like actual explanations for why certain things are the way that they are. So I just want to know if he's staying true to that.
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Of course.
The way it happens, you might take it as, oh, that's just because you said so.
Okay.
But if you really think about it, no.
It makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Once you get the detail, you need to get
like
all
you have to do. All you have
art.
to do. Yeah, all you have to do is just critical thinking. That's what it is. It's if you remember what was going on,
the whole story,
then you'll be like, okay, it makes sense on why certain people wanted this particular thing, which is the gum fruit. Like, you feel me? Why Shanks had it? Because what the fuck is Shanks doing with the gum fruit
and not eat it? You know what I'm saying? It all makes sense at the end.
So they're putting significance on it to begin with, and then overemphasizing the fact that Luffy having it was a complete fucking fluke.
Yes.
Because he wasn't supposed to eat it in the first place.
No.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that could also be the reason why Shanks kind of was like, all right, now I got to make sure that you're going to be all right.
Exactly.
Okay. Because, which I'm happy there is an explanation for it, right? Like, I don't want the explanation. I'm just happy that I now have confirmation that there is one. Because like, it's like, all right, cool. What was it that made Shanks really give a fuck about Luffy?
It's also
for him to
Luffy
give
said.
up his limb.
It's also something that Luffy said to him.
What do you mean?
because Luffy.
I mean,
we don't know what Luffy said either. We don't know what Luffy said.
There's a
either.
whole lot of that repeated flashback of Luffy in the bar with Shanks' crew.
Luffy told Shanks something that Roger told Shanks, like literally word by word, like the same sentence.
Oh,
I think I know.
Yeah,
what you're
we don't know what it
about,
is.
too.
We don't know the sentence. Nobody knows the sentence.
Oh, his I think it's like his dream,
dream,
or whatever.
like his actual dream, not
Yeah.
being king of the pirates,
Yeah.
but the actual dream. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows what that dream is, but it essentially is the same dream that Roger had. Like it's the same shit, the exact same dream. So that's why he was like, "All right, lit, say less. I'm gonna let you rock." The fruit was just like, "Fuck, you ate the fruit, bitch."
It was you wasn't supposed to eat
motherfucker.
that shit, motherfucker. I get you, because like it's significant, right? Where you have somebody that's such a major player in the world, like Shanks, right? Like at least at this part of the story that I'm at,
Can't wait for this movie to come
Shanks is such a major player in the world, right? Where he can just stop the war on his terms. Shows up and he's just like, all right, this is it, it's done.
My
right?
boy,
Major player. Now
you gonna find out here, man.
Now,
y'all niggas trying to see this movie together. Oh shit, John, you can't see it.
Now, I
might go see it
know,
with my girl. When did it come out again?
Sometime in November.
Now, just understanding how Shanks is viewed, right? Just from seeing the little bit that we've seen of him up until this point that I'm at in the story, he's such a major player in the world, and it was really hard to imagine why a character like that would be so willing to rescue a child like Luffy and sacrifice a limb for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that just puts more emphasis on that moment where Whitebeard was asking him, like, it must have been something pretty important for you to give up that arm. And he said, "Oh, I bet it on the next generation."
Yeah.
You'll find out more, like a 500 episodes from where you are now.
But it's just stuff like that. Like I really like, it's just hard to think like what the fuck did Luffy do to him to make him do all that. So I'm happy that there's an explanation there. But yeah, I know that I've dragged out our One Piece conversation just a little bit too long.
That's fine.
But I'm getting to parts of the story where now I can have conversation and
a little bit.
A little bit. And I'm getting excited to catch up, but I have a long way to go. And if you guys have made it,
hold on,
all the way, he's waiting to put up the. You did that like 3 times already.
Cause y'all motherfuckers wouldn't let me end this shit.
Oh my god. He just wants to do drops. We're done. And with that being said, if you guys are still listening to me talk shit, I love you. I don't know about Mac, but I love you because we appreciate the fact that you're here rocking with us on this lovely episode of the Paradise Podcast, where we meet every week to talk about anime and video games. And if you like the conversations that we have here and you're watching us on YouTube, you should be sure to like this video, share it with friends and family that like anime and video games.
Tell them about our new drop times.
I don't know the new drop time.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
The new drop times for the audio is Tuesdays at 7 p.m. and the visual Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
There you go.
There you go.
Now you have your new times where you can join us on YouTube and you can watch this podcast and you can see all of our funny facial expressions and everybody except for mine's interesting backgrounds. And if you are listening to the podcast,
you have an interesting background.
I have an interesting background.
Yours is better than Shawnee's, I'll tell you that.
Facts.
Listen, as soon as I do that wall behind me, I'm gonna stop using the divider. But that divider is blocking a whole lot of just crap that I have behind it. But if you're listening to the audio for this podcast, which I know a lot of you are, and we appreciate that. If you're listening to the audio of this podcast on Anchor, there's a cool feature on Anchor that allows you to donate to the podcast, and any and all donations are greatly appreciated and will help us improve the quality of the podcast for you to listen. There there are other places to catch the podcast as well, right, Mac? We're also on other streaming platforms for podcasts like Apple
Podcasts and Spotify.
You can also listen to us there. So if you don't want to listen to the YouTube video, you can just listen to the audio, and listen to the audio first, right? That's what you said. The audio is first and the video is second.
Correct.
You can get the podcast first, listening to it audio, and then you can join us on the YouTube channel and get to watch us have our conversation. But yeah, that's all the time that we have for today's episode. Don't forget to follow the Paradise Podcast channel on all of our social media platforms. Watch Mac stream FIFA on Twitch, and follow us on TikTok, the whole nine. All of our social media platforms will be available for you guys to find us and follow us, get involved, talk to us, comment, let us know what you're interested in, how you guys feel about today's episode. Let us know some genres that are really interesting to you guys, some genres that you don't like, and what you find yourself spending the most time playing when you do want to sit down and play a video game. We'd love to continue that conversation with you guys over on the internet. And then if you are enjoying us talk about One Piece, if you are a One Piece fan, comment about where I'm at in the story. And if you agree with some of the predictions that I've made, or the way that I make my predictions, because the story's out, you don't have to agree with me, right? You can just know the truth. but how do you feel about the predictions that I make and how I analyze the story? Give me some kind of feedback. I would really appreciate it. Don't spoil the story for me. Just give me constructive feedback. That's all I want.
Only him freaking Sabo is crazy.
Yes, that is crazy, but such is a place like Twitter.
Why are you on Twitter, bro?
Such is a place like Twitter. It is ridiculously hard to avoid anything on Twitter. You just on Twitter, the whole world.
You can what do you call it?
I know, mute words. I've done it and it doesn't help. I still get shit. Doesn't matter. Anyway, that's all the time we have for today. So thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us. Catch us on the next episode. Get involved. Holla at Mac. Tell him what you want to see him play. Tell him to stream more Mario Kart instead of FIFA.
Niggas gotta play with me.
Tell him to stream Gothic Knights.
Gotham Knights.
Let's
I'm actually doing like I'm gonna run through the game first and then I'll stream.
No, show us your first impressions.
Pretty good.